With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes are filled to fill, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. He's not in burping, leaning ban. It matters not if actually fun is shy or scant to see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and party life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact and how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Monday the 24th of April 2023. I do hope you're all doing well today and hope you're all in fine form. Hope you all enjoyed the weekend as well. Start of a brand new week, and as you can see, Phil's awake, he's on a stream, and he's all fucking... He's just fucking his usual fucking goddamn self, pretending to be a positive person when in reality he's just a miserable bastard as per usual. But I thought I'd go over a couple of things I think is worth sharing before we even get into things properly. First of all, D-Dog has made something interesting. D-Dog has made a soundboard of sorts. He described it here as, it's still in beta stage, interactive sound / video board, words, me, Nintendo's great, the camera's on, hello, and his commands as well. And something he's going to work more on, add more things to. But if you unmute this, you will hear Phil randomly say random things, and you can also make him say random things.
They're idiots.
And it does it by itself as well, as you just heard. I didn't have to fucking do a thing there. But type in re, I think something will happen, or even type in re for next re, I'm not sure. But it might make Phil say the re. I don't know. I'm still trying to get my head around it.
I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Me. I'm the one who puts out the content that's entertaining and has a fan base. Me.
I made it happen. Me.
You never know who you're gonna get. You could hit the jackpot, you could get a piece of stinky duty.
Yeah. So anyway, as I said, this is a soundboard that D-Dog has been making. There's a link to it in the chat for you guys to check out. It's quite random and fun. He's going to add more commands as time goes by. Work in progress, as I said, but it's quite an interesting wee thing. Also want to share this robust little video that Toxic Cherry Juice has made. He uploaded it 10 hours ago, already got 3.3k views. It's Phil showing off a soundboard. That wasn't a soundboard, but it was just a fucking intro. Pretty fucking cool intro in my opinion.
The debut of a new noise-making device. This one was actually donated by the Dutch Brothers, one of their care packages that they sent me recently. And it works pretty good, although I doubt I'll use half of these. Like, for example, I'll probably never use this one. Because why do you need to do that when I can just do the real thing like I do like all day anyway, right?
I'm not
going
to play the whole thing. I want you guys to check it yourself and see the whole thing and give it some, like an appreciation or whatever. It's a very good little video. So I'll say it fits quite well, put it that way. Done quite a good job of fitting in his own little takes and little jokes in there to how Phil was treating the soundboard. I'll put it that way. So yeah, Toxic Cherry Juice had a lot of fun making this video clearly, and a lot of people are enjoying it as well, as you can see with the interactions going on. Look at all the positive, robust comments and all this shit. Look at all these people that love it. There's so many people that love it. Oh my god. But yeah, give it some like, give it some appreciation. Link is in the chat as well for you guys to check that out. And if you're not subscribed, James, subscribe already. He's at 657 right now, so it'll be good if we can get him close up to 1,000. Anyway, let's talk about bingo. Let's focus now on bingo and all bingo-related antics. We need to pick a word to determine today's bingo card shenanigans. So let's just spin this bastard and pick a word. Whoops. The number today, what's this I say number? The word today is annoying T sound. The annoying T sound that Phil makes when he says things like Twitter or excited and all that shit. So that is the word for today. And fantastic stuff. So, annoying T sound. Cool. We need a number between 1 and 200. Well, 224, but whatever. I need the number though to contain the number 2. Has to contain number 2. Not accepting every number, it does not contain number 2. The first number in chat I saw was number 2 from Auto Insane, and I'm pretty sure they only typed 2 nothing else to try and beat everyone else by only typing 1 number. It worked though, so Auto Insane was technically, for me anyway, the first person in chat which responded for number. And for you guys, he might not have been first, but for me, they were. So the second result, the second card for annoying T sound will be the one we use, which is going to be... Hold on, so that one and this one. Okay, so it's actually the second card in general, the very second card. I generated 1,000 bingo cards and we're only looking at the second one in the list. So it's a card on the right hand side and that's what we're going to be using for today's bingo antics. So we've got Phil making the annoying T sound, him saying, here's the thing, him having YouTuber jealousy, goal, absolutely. Then Phil saying the turbo nose, the turbo nose never happened yesterday, hopefully it will today. Him taking a drink, him saying wrong, him slapping his leg, and him laughing. The third row is Phil saying fun, finally, we have the debut of fun on a card. Then him saying good news, him snorting, him saying new games, and you know what I mean. The fourth row is Phil saying disgusting, by the way, him having dead air, his chair creaking, and him saying interesting. And the fifth and final row is Phil standing up, him saying Q&A, variety, percent, and him doing siege mode. What is siege mode? Is when Phil folds his arms when he talks to the camera. He's been doing it a lot lately. I don't know why, but I'm not complaining because we all love some siege mode. Also, I borrowed the term from Piece of Peace. Don't tell him. I don't think he knows. I borrowed it without asking. It is not stealing. I don't think he really cares. But yeah, this is the card for today's bingo, and I think it's got a very solid chance indeed. So I'm going to save it right now, before I forget to save it. Because it happened one time, I forgot to save a card. I've never forgiven myself for that lapse in judgment and that silly schoolboy error. So the card has been not saved yet, but that's the thing. There we go, cool stuff. And the card has officially been saved. Bandabby dozy. I don't think there's anything else to really go through. Close that and close that. I've got this website ready to go. For Phil, doing his dumbass antics. Phil was going to use the restroom, and then I'm going to get started apparently. Fucking ready for that. But I'll go through the bingo rules very briefly for you guys, just in case people are new to the streams. I will go through the rules of the bingo game and to explain the free spaces. So, we can get free spaces on the bingo card you're about to see before you on the screen. How do we do that? Well, first of all, if Phil snorts 25 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that's a free space. If he burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that too will be a free space. If he gets 100 likes and blows bubbles for his dumbass audience before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that is also a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this very stream right fucking here, that too can be a free space. And these things can double up as well. So if I have 200 likes, free space. If Phil gets 200 likes and blows bubbles a second time before he starts recording for gameplay, free space. 50 snorts, another free space, and so on and so on. All these things can double up. And sometimes it's actually getting towards summer, where snorts are going to be rising and creeping up in more and more regularity, which means I might have to fucking bump up the total from 25 to 50. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, it's 25. So hopefully Phil's allergies will kick in and he'll fucking go and snort crazy to help us get as many free spaces as possible while we still can. And yeah, if we get 25 out of 25, one of you guys can potentially win a prize. So yeah, we're just trying to get a full house on the bingo card. Aside from that, that's generally the kind of rules. Oh, Phil's testing something in his chat by typing the word test. How fucking professional, Phil. Consummate professional, 15 years of fucking creating content, and he still has no fucking earthly clue what the fuck he's doing. I'm going to turn the music up. You guys can enjoy Meerkat's quality music, and I'll give you guys a little break from listening to me rabble on and on and on. And, but yeah, well, you'll hear from me again when Phil's about to begin his dumbass fucking shitey content.
I just want you guys to understand that means the world to me when I get a message like that. Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. It has. And when I read a message like that, I'm sorry that I'm tearing up like a baby. But when I read a message like that, it makes me feel like it was worth it. You know, like, all the shit that happened to me and all the stress and the mental shit that I go through on a daily basis, sometimes, that is worth it because there's people out there who got something out of all of this. You know, it wasn't just some dickhead in front of a camera, you know, doing stupid videos. That it actually meant something to people. And that means the world to me. That there's people out there that, you know, for a decade, that they've been watching me and they've been following me and they've been watching my life evolve and how I become a better person, you know?
My life today is the best I've ever had. And I mean that. Like, every day I feel like is the best day of my life.
Your life is nothing.
I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I have an emptiness in my life. Oh man, there's something huge missing from my life. I need a large group of friends. All I do is sit around drinking gin all day. Ladies and gentlemen, I play mobile games. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me.
You're still begging for $10 donations and $20 donations to pay your electric bill, to pay your fucking rent, alright? I get it. I'd hate me too. See you, Phil. Have a good one.
It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tip skull on the stream? And why does he have to mention if it's a slow day for contributions? And why does he have to bring that up? Big ups to your dad. And a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. I'm a positive guy. I focus on positivity. I tell you guys every day on my streams, I'm not a person who revels in hurting others to get over. I will put on positive, fun gameplay content for you guys, and I will continue to be successful that way. And if I fail, I fail, but at least at the end of the day, I can say, hey, it was a slow day. It's been a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I need to pay bills over the weekend. I appreciate those who contribute in any way. Please, if you can tip me, do that rather than these super chats and membership. I need that way more, okay? Now it is time It's a segment that everyone looks forward to. One of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's day off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big ups to your cat.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pulls and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, pay my taxes, pet store, pay my bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money buying DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. Okay? These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pulls and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions side with tips. If you can, just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term, but right now I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off. The tips I'll have for my day off, you see?
Give me money today.
Act like that, those toxic assholes don't give a shit about anyone else but themselves. They're selfish idiots who just want to get a laugh on someone else's behalf and don't care about the repercussions of their own actions. They think they're protected because they're all anonymous on the internet, right? So here I am with an actual business being destroyed by that toxic behavior. Big ups to your dad. Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. My nigga, I have your IP, I have your name, and I have your address. I have all your fucking personal information. I will come find you in real life.
I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. Let this be noticed live on the internet. You're fucked and you are done. I'm coming for you.
Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. But let me tell you something.
Okay, fellas, but to begin, as you can see, I just wanted to play a song as long as I could before he actually, I want to enjoy his song as much as I fucking can. But yeah, fellas, again, tag me in chat, because I miss anything in the card. I don't try to miss things in the card. I just do sometimes because I'm a dumb bastard and nothing I can do. Fuck you, DSP. Let's get a full house.
Hi, what's going on? Hello. Didn't see you come in there. Welcome to the Level 1 podcast, where we're busy having fun. And it's Monday. You aware of this? Do you know what happens on Monday? I stream! That's pretty cool. You guys ready for a fun day of streaming? I hope so. Today is actually the 24th of April, 2023, and I welcome you all to the show. Hello, hello. Looking forward to today. Another full day of gameplay streaming and certainly a good variety of stuff today. We're going to talk about that. Boy, I like this border. I'm looking at this. Is only the second time I've used this border since I did my Return to Elden Ring playthrough this year. And I really like that this border actually features all the different versions of my characters from the FromSoft games. In fact, I'm going to do this, and now we can even see them even better. The two most recent runs, right? In fact, now I can actually stretch out the camera a little more. Bottom left-hand side here are El Dumas, or real-life Dumas, from my first Elden Ring run. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, Magical Dumas, which is my current Elden Ring run. It's pretty nice. Here, so if I do this, and I just stretch it out a tiny bit like that, and voila. Very good. Cool. So anyway, I'm excited. I hope you guys are looking forward to today. A good variety day for sure. On today's podcast, we really have to start seriously talking about something that's going to happen next month, a special event here on DSP Gaming. And we also have to seriously talk about tomorrow night. Because tomorrow night is a stream that's completely up in the air. And we basically have three options for tomorrow night. It's Tuesday nights, late night stream. I'm okay with all three of them. But there's been some mixed opinions about it. All right? And so I really want to talk about it so we can kind of determine what it's going to be and get a better idea. All right? We'll talk about this in just a moment. Anyway, so good stuff. We got a good schedule this coming week. We got a good variety of stuff. We've got a brand new demo I'll be trying out on Thursday. We've got a brand new release that's a hot one that I'll be playing on Friday and starting my ongoing playthrough of. And then over the weekend, we've got special React content coming up that's kind of different. So it's going to be a very different week. Hopefully, people will come to the channels and check out the content because I am doing different kinds of content this week. It's not just kind of like ongoing downtime content. Let's be honest, that's basically what I've been doing for about 2 weeks now, between Silent Hill 3 HD and my Return to Elden Ring run, and skipping new releases that have been incredibly subpar and not worth even talking about. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday. That means we're 3 days into the Dead Island 2 release. Guess how many people are talking about Dead Island 2? So I'm glad I didn't play it.
No, I'm not going to let that one slide. Let's go to Twitch and search Dead Island 2. Hold on, I need to stop this before. Shut the fuck up. Dead Island. Sorry, give me a second here just to pull up the game and then I'll pull up. Okay. So, Twitch. Here's the Twitch metrics, guys. Dead Island 2 on Twitch right now has 31.7 thousand viewers. 31.7k. Now let's search Elden Ring. 6.4k. There you go, Phil. You're playing the hot new releases as per fucking usual. Clearly. Anyway, I could not let that slide. Just because you're not interested in the game, Phil, does not mean that no one's fucking interested.
Anyway, I'm excited. Let's how do we begin today? How do you begin on a day like today? Here's what we will do. All right? I will tell you exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to start off with a public service announcement. Okay? This is something that I feel like I need to do every once in a while because I do feel like, sadly, some people become maybe feeling a little bit too safe and complacent. And at the same time, things change from time to time. And sadly, I am one of the most crapped on, hated on content creators on the internet. And so I feel like I need to bring this up every once in a while. Okay.
But nothing has happened lately, Phil. No one prominent's talking about you. Detractors are fucking just experiencing their own thing. Like, you got detractors trying their best not to get their fucking channels killed by a little loyal bitch superhound. So, what the hell? Why are you instigating random drama on your own channel when no one's paying attention to you, really?
Okay. What am I talking about? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're someone who likes my content, maybe you really enjoy the gameplay here on DSP Gaming, you like the streams and the interactive vibe that we have. Maybe you really like the Level 1 podcast and you come by every day and you hang out here and you chill with me. Maybe Jasper Kitty stretches and touches me because he's very cute. You want to come up here? Here he comes. Maybe you're someone who's really been enjoying my new React style content over on DSP React since I launched the channel back in around mid-February, right? So that's all well and good, and I welcome you all. I thank you all for being a part of my content, and I'm happy that I'm doing something that's worthwhile to you, and you're getting some kind of positive reinforcement out of it in some way, okay? I'm very happy about this. And of course, those of you who support the content as well and go above and beyond, thank you so very much, all right? But I do feel like I need to, every once in a while, kind of give a word of warning, a public service announcement, so to speak, all right? I am very, very, very strongly trolled on the internet, and it's because of a movement over a decade ago called This Is How You Don't Play, where people found out that if they made fun of my gameplay, that it would go viral. And since then, since people were essentially benefiting from those videos, it just escalated worse and worse. And first it was just making fun of gameplay.
Bitch, don't fucking blame Evil AJ for how you're fucking perceived today. That is fucking just ridiculous. Evil AJ is still living rent-free in this motherfucker's head after just making one This Is How You Don't Play.
Then it was making fun of me and my mannerisms. Then it was making fun of me and my actual, like, shortcomings and medical conditions. Like, he snorts. Yeah, because I have postnasal drip.
Phil, it's a funny disease. It's not even a fucking disease, it's a funny ailment. I'm not going to fucking call it a disease. Snorting is not a disease. Snorting is not a medical condition. It is an ailment which causes irritation to those around you.
It's a medical condition I've had my whole life and I'll have till I die. Oh, let's make fun of him for it.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to fucking make fun of you for snorting. Why the fuck not? You're a fucking snorting machine. Anytime I hear someone else snort in public, I think of you. You are the #1 snorter on the internet.
Right? And then it got even worse. Let's make fun of him for his personal life and things in his vlogs. Let's make fun of him. Let's talk about his family members. Let's go into his private life behind the scenes that has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with his content. And it's just escalated worse and worse and worse over the years. All right? And at first, admittedly, I feel like I was one of the reasons why it got so bad, because I reacted badly to things like This Is How You Don't Play. But over the years, it just got to the point where so many people realized they could personally benefit by just tearing me down and being completely toxic and nasty to me, while there were literally no repercussions. There was no way that I could stop them from being unfair and completely nasty to me.
What do you mean there's no repercussions? You're getting wave after wave of the Detractor channel getting struck down despite their content being transformative because YouTube is broken. Someone on your fucking behalf, someone is striking down YouTube channels, Detractor channels, and even if content is absolutely transformative, 100%, they're still not able to fucking save their channel. Snort Burnell has been around for so goddamn long, and yet their transformative work is not apparently transformative enough to save their channel from getting the axe because of your loyal bitch Superhound. So don't you fucking dare try and claim there's been no repercussions to detractors for making this kind of content. There's definitely repercussions, you fucking idiot.
And there was an increasing group of very toxic imager viewers on YouTube who liked this kind of very over-the-top, dramatic, accentuated, exaggerated, conspiracy-style content, okay? It really shouldn't be allowed. It really should be categorized as defamation or slander or whatever you want to call it, but YouTube doesn't care unless someone sues, and I'm someone who's a small-time content creator. I'm not going to sue anyone for it, all right? So what ended up happening was, for the most part, I just ignore it. I've tried to improve myself over the years and become a better person and a better content creator. The feedback I get overall these days is that I've done that. I've separated myself from the old days of when I used to be a content toxic kind of person. I don't really do that kind of stuff anymore. Not to say there aren't moments of shortcoming or moments of rage, which people like to laugh at. But for the most part, when you come to one of my streams, we can have a good time, right? We can relax. We can enjoy each other's company. And the content that I put out, I try to completely ignore all the nonsense that's going on around there, all right? But the thing is, these people don't give up. Again, this is a decade that they have found a way to prosper off of essentially being really disgusting to me, okay? So when I ignore them, now they have to go out of their way to find other ways to try to drag me into their toxic crap. They make up entirely huge conspiracy theory stories about me and things like that, which I don't talk about or entertain on my streams because they're not true and I don't bother with them, okay? So then they go out of their way to try other stuff. And what ends up happening is these people go crazy in circles and they even start attacking each other. I mean, recently, what's actually started happening is I guess they've started copyright striking each other.
Oh my god, Phil, no. Your loyal little bitch is the one that's doing all the copyright strikes on your behalf. Oh my fucking god. This is his fucking explanation with no fucking basis of what is it? No evidence, no basis on Phil's side. Now who's the one making up conspiracy theories, Phil? Who's the one making outlandish fucking claims with zero evidence to fucking justify or back it up, Phil? Where's your proof? Please, Phil, present your evidence that this is happening.
Impersonating me, using my information that they doxed years ago. Things like my name, my address, my phone number, things that should not be public record on the internet, but they found and they posted all over the internet.
Phil, you had a business card with your address on it and phone number.
So they're using that information to issue false copyright strikes against each other and tear each other down. Yet then they blame me for it, all right? So a few weeks ago, on my actual birthday, when I should have been relaxing and having a good time with my wife, I spent time talking to YouTube chat, trying to let them understand that this isn't me. They ignored me and wouldn't even believe that it was an issue and saying that it wasn't true.
We asked you to email YouTube. You claimed it was impossible. That is a lie because you're so incompetent you don't seemingly know how to email YouTube. Also, that video you made proved that you fucking struck down detractors who were making transformative content when you've been fucking trying to claim all along you tried to just fucking target raw V-streamers. You have been targeting detractors who make transformative work. You're a delusional fucking cunt trying to fucking pretend you weren't doing something illegal on YouTube. You're striking down people who made transformative work and you claimed that wasn't the case. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking hypocrite. And no matter what you fucking say, you're always going to be those two things, first and foremost.
I then went ahead and proved my innocence by showing you guys my copyright claim history.
So, your evidence of copyright claim history. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a fucking second here, ladies and gentlemen. I've got plenty to unpack with that. Hold on. Give me a few more seconds. Here we go. On to Kiwi Farms we go. So, there's a very good topic here, which covers what Phil did. So, conclusion is what I wanted here. Of the 33 flags on the removal request list, 15 were raw re-uploads. 9 were the Society Don't Plays transformative. 1 was a super crazy transformative video. 2 were loophole DSP tries at clip videos with editing. 5 were against DSP's own channel, and there's one unknown. So, Phil, bullshit. Innocence now, you fucking just cemented your guilt. Unbelievable. Unfucking-believable.
Showing that I didn't do any of these false claims. They're bullshit. I know they're not. I've never supported these kind of claims ever in the history of me being a content creator. I don't want people being claimed falsely on YouTube for things that are fair use. I proved my innocence. They don't care. These people, again, who are so toxic to me, if I am in the right, that doesn't help their narrative or their agenda. Their agenda is that I'm always a bad person, so they have something to talk about, you see? So why am I bringing this up today? Because essentially what's happened is they've tried everything they could. They harassed me. Money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much, Australian Doom, for the super chat. It says if he wanted to show his innocence, he would have sent a screenshot of his WWE Champions account to Craig on his side scrollers. Yeah, he fucking bitched out of that. He chickened out of that. But big time, and he fucking lost that window of opportunity to actually fucking have some seldom of evidence to try and prove we're all mentally ill. No, as soon as he refused to fucking do that for no logical reason, Craig was like, okay, the detractors seem like they're onto something here. Those people that are making all these claims seem to have some justifiable reason for making these claims. Phil is randomly scared to show this account. He's randomly scared to show this easy bit of evidence that would prove his innocence.
Essentially what's happened is they've tried everything they could. They harassed me for years and years. Now they're attacking each other for some unknown reason. Who knows why? I don't know because I'm not involved. And now they want to try to drag me into that, and that's not working. Okay, I told them, I'm not part of your crap anymore. I laid down the law 3 weeks ago. I said, I tried to help you, and all you've done is be more and more toxic to me. I showed you the evidence it's not me, and you don't believe it, so I'm not going to bother anymore. Deal with this on your own account. Go sue whoever you need to sue at YouTube or whatever to say their copyright system is broken, but it's not me. Leave me alone. So after doing all of that, what's now happened is that they escalated it again. Oh, well, what else can we do? Well, now let's try to hurt Phil this way, that way, this way, that way. And the thing is, I don't sit here on my streams and talk about it. Why? Because when you entertain troll activity, you just give them the attention they want.
You mean like we are doing right fucking now?
Okay? It's very true. If I bring up all the things that people have done to me over the years to mess with me and my family, all it would do is make them feel empowered, and they would want to do more of it. You see? So instead of that, I just ignore it, and I haven't mentioned any of it. All right? But the reason I'm bringing it up today is because now what they do is they escalate it to the next level. Oh, well, we've tried everything we can against Phil, and nothing has happened, right? If you haven't noticed, I'm still here every day. I'm bringing you positive streams. We're having fun gameplay. People are supporting everything. It's all good. And they can't stand it. So what do? They now go after the viewers. And that's what I need to talk to you about today.
I don't know what's happened with this, but I assume this is the first time I'm hearing about this same thing. Phil's viewers, Phil's audience have always been kind of fair game, in my opinion, in terms of just fucking asking them questions at least. Phil is apparently now trying to fucking help his viewers. Apparently detractors have gone after his viewers.
This is a public service announcement to tell my viewership, and I'm talking to literally everyone who watches my content out there in any kind of a positive way. You got to be careful. On the internet, you absolutely have to be careful with the information you put out and the things that are out there, all right? This means if you are someone on the internet who's going to actively watch a content creator, you should not be using your real name. You should be making an account that's an alternate or an alias or something that's completely fabricated. You should not have an account that's linked to real-life social media accounts on places like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. None of that should be in line, because if it is, let's say someone doesn't like you for some odd reason. Like, for example, you're watching a content creator and supporting a content creator that they don't like.
But Phil, it works both ways. You also fucking ask these same people to tip you. And to do that, they have to give you their real PayPal information to give you money. Which is not a safe thing to do either. So if you're really fucking caring about your audience's safety, fucking encourage them to super chat rather than tip. Because that way, their fucking details are protected from the content creator.
Well, now they can actively go after you and try to harass you. And the more real life information is tied to your online presence, the more ammo they now have to try to harass you. And I know this sounds really stupid, because you might say, wait a minute, they're going to try to go after Phil by attacking viewers. How does that hurt Phil? And here's the truthful answer. It doesn't. It never has, and it never will. My viewership is my viewership. You come by, you watch, great. You decide not to watch anymore, great, that's your choice.
Phil, I disagree with that sentiment, because anytime someone fucking questions why Derek's allowed to do things, you freak the fuck out, and Derek demands bans. So nah, it does hurt you whenever someone questions why some people in your audience are allowed to get a free pass in breaking the rules.
Right? People come and go all the time. People come and support the stream, then they decide, well, I can't do it right now, or I moved on from the content. I'm not excited for it anymore. And then, this is a natural thing. I've been on YouTube for 15 years. I'm incredibly grateful for any viewers who've been with me along for the ride, and anyone who's a newcomer who jumps in at any time. But at the same time, I understand that the nature of the beast is that it's a revolving door, and people come in and out all the time. There's people who are regulars, and then they disappear. It's sad, but that's what happens, right? So the reason I'm bringing this up is I know for a fact there is some active efforts to try to harass my viewership. People out there who, sadly, have used their real names, their real information, and or people have found out their real information, and they're trying to harass them online. I apologize for that. Obviously, I have absolutely nothing to do with it, and I wish that it wouldn't happen. It's the most toxic, negative of people on this planet who do stuff like that. You have to understand something. They're not like you and me. These are not people who are normal. People who are normal don't waste their time trying to make other people miserable all day. They don't. Why do you think these people who have been making this toxic content about me for all these years are not well-adjusted, normal, happy people like us? We want to do positive things with our lives. We enjoy spending time with family and friends. We enjoy doing...
Bitch, please, you fucking moved across the country to get away from your fucking parents and friends. You don't have any goddamn fucking friends, you dumbass. No, I want to fucking categorically state, for the record, let the record show, I have not given a real shit about any of Phil's fans for the longest goddamn time. I can promise you all, guys, I have not talked to any DSP fan directly or tried to communicate with them or find out anything about them for a long ass time. I'm pretty certain it's been like a year since I actually talked to a DSP fan. I believe it was that Moira guy, the guy that makes fan art for him sometimes. I'm just kind of always on the fence about Phil. I'm pretty sure they're quite convinced that Phil does play WWE Champions. That fucking Moira guy.
Positive activities and content. We don't want to bring down others in order to get a laugh, and we don't want to degrade other people around us to make ourselves feel better, because we don't have to do that. We have positivity in our lives. People who focus on that kind of negative activity are absolutely not well adjusted up here, and that's why they act like that. And that's why we all got to be careful, because these kind of people, you never know what they're going to do, and you don't know how they're going to act, or they don't have a moral compass. That's why they harass people who are completely unrelated to anything. You understand? It just doesn't seem to make any sense that they would do these things. How does this negatively affect Phil? It doesn't. It doesn't affect me at all. I only find out about it because people tell me about it through third-party means. Like, I'm not affected by it at all. And then someone will tell me, oh, this is going on, just so you know. I just got wind of it. I just got wind of it overnight that there is now a concerted effort from these people who are so upset because they've torn themselves down with false copyright strikes, okay? Which is ridiculous that they would even do that. They're abusing their own copyright system. You know, it's the dumbest thing.
Phil, if you're going to paint every single detractor as all behaving the same kind of way, does that mean that we can take Derek's behaviour and treat him as essentially his entire fan base of you and also representing you? For example, Derek really likes young, extremely young girls. He has playlists of them on YouTube. Does that mean then that that's the average DSP fan? Is it fair to label all DSP fans that kind of way, and DSP himself, since they're all tarnished by the same brush? Since Phil's trying to paint the same brush with every single detractor. Apparently every single detractor is responsible for trying to find out the information of some random ass DSP fans. Personally, I don't give a fucking shit about it anymore, but each to their own. If they fucking have that information on the internet, if they're fucking dumb enough to have that information, that real life information easily available on the internet, then people are curious, people are going to look that shit up. It is the nature of the fucking beast. You've always got to be fucking careful what you put out there, because people might misuse that information for their own purposes. That is just simple internet logic.
And now they're so upset at me, even though I have nothing to do with it, that now they're going to like lash out at others and try to take down anything they can. It's pretty messed up the way that they're behaving, okay? So, yeah, if you're a viewer of mine, please do your due diligence and do what you can to be protective of yourself and your online identity. And if that means, listen, be careful about strangers who you invite into private conversations and what you say and things like that, because you don't know what little information they can take.
I'll go one step further, Phil. Phil, if you actually cared about them fucking securing that information, just be brave and tell them not to tip you. Because that means that they're giving you their private payment information. Tell them to super chat instead if they want to support you rather than tip you.
That they can basically do or use to do something negative towards you or your family or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people take so much for granted. I've told you guys years ago, delete your Facebook. There's no reason to have a Facebook. Facebook is nothing but liability and risk. You can easily keep in contact with all of your family members without a public Facebook account. Or if you have a Facebook, private it. Make it only for your family members. That's it. There is absolutely no reason someone should have a Facebook and they're constantly posting up photos of everywhere I go. Here's where I work. Here's all of this. You're out of your mind. Really. You have this weird false sense of security about the internet that doesn't really exist in the modern day. The internet today is used for identity theft, trolling, and malicious activity literally on a daily basis by millions of people. There's absolutely no reason that you should feel safe on the internet and that you should just be throwing all of your public information out there. Even if you think, oh, I'm a nobody and no one's going to mess with me, it's kind of the opposite. If you're a nobody, someone can get away with messing with you and no one will ever be the wiser. It becomes complete immunity to any kind of repercussion if someone harasses you, because no one even thinks twice about that anyone would care if you get harassed. Do you understand? These people get their jollies. They actually get pleasure out of hurting others and knowing they got away with it. Whether or not they even see the repercussions of what they've done, they don't care. As long as they think, I hurt someone, they actually feel good. Okay? So please understand that I'm trying to be helpful. I'm not trying, first of all, I'm not trying to scare anyone. All right? I'm not. I don't want you to feel like, oh my God, the internet is a scary place and no one should ever use it. It's quite the opposite. The internet can be a very positive, fun, productive.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wills for super chat. It says, remember everyone but me, is out to get you, alright? Snort. Yeah. It's a strange fucking video from Phil. It's a strange statement from Phil. Just to fucking... It's strange behaviour. I guess he's trying his best to reassure his dent heads to fucking just make sure they're careful online. The message... The heart of the message is sensible. You've got to be careful with what you put out there online because people can misuse information for their own selfish benefit. That is a good message that we can all agree with. But Phil's obviously twisting it in a strange sort of way to paint every single detractor, you and me included, as some sort of strange, twisted individual that's actively trying to seek out this information to steal someone's identity and all that shit. It's bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre, this fucking framing. And Phil just pulling conspiracy theories out of thin air, out of his ass, trying to fucking say, oh, this is what the detractors are doing. There's no evidence shown by Phil whatsoever this is happening. Someone, I imagine, is giving him some strange false information and he's biting into it and buying into it without questioning the logic behind it. He's just assuming, oh, this person's right because the detractors are all attacking whenever it's the best way that I can fucking explain a situation and benefit from this. Barrett Will says he's trying to make his dents as paranoid as he is on a daily basis. Is a good fucking point. Phil got paranoid the other day because he thought he heard a noise outside of people talking. The dude is extremely fucking paranoid in his gated community of people being outside talking. And Prophet's had enough. Prophet's out here. I'll catch you later, Prophet man. This is hard to endure, I know.
God, the internet is a scary place and no one should ever use it. It's quite the opposite. The internet can be a very positive, fun, productive, and meaningful place as long as you're careful. And that's what I think a lot of people have forgotten in the modern day. In the last 5 years, a lot of people, oh, I'll just post up everything everywhere and I'm good. No, you can't do that because now you end up with all this risk, okay? So I strongly recommend that everyone out there be safe and be careful, all right? Especially if you're a viewer on this channel, you know, sadly, there are forces at work behind the scenes, very negative people who, even though they aren't really doing much to me, they will do whatever they can to hurt whoever they can because they're upset. They're upset that for many, many years, all right, they've been on the internet and had this negative, toxic influence and they got popularity and they made money doing all these things. And now all of a sudden, because they're attacking each other, breaking the law to hurt each other, they now are upset that they don't have free reign to do it anymore and they don't know what to do, right? They don't have the means to really stop it. We've all tried contacting YouTube to get them to stop it and YouTube doesn't care. YouTube's attitude is, you got a problem? Sue someone. That's literally their attitude. And it's like the dumbest attitude I've ever heard because the only company that's going to successfully be sued is YouTube. YouTube's copyright system is completely inept. It allows impersonation. It allows for false copyright strikes constantly. And their attitude is, you clean up our mess. Our system is inefficient. You clean it up. How does that make any sense in a legal capacity? They're granting false copyright claims constantly, yet they do nothing to vet them, and then they expect you to clean them up. That's not true. That's not how it would work. If it goes to court, they're going to get destroyed. But they're of this weird attitude that, oh well, no one will ever sue us, so it's not a big deal. Well, I guess we're going to see if anything ever happens, but like I said, for me, again, I've tried. They don't listen. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't stop this hateful conduct, you know, that's going on against these people. And I don't wish it on them. But what is wrong is that then they lash out against others around them who are not involved. You know, I'm not involved. My viewership is not involved. It has to stop. You know, go talk to the parties who you feel could actually help you because what you're doing is destructive, right? So if you're a viewer of mine, please be careful. Really, I mean it. Now is the time to be very, very diligent and careful with what you're doing on the internet, okay? Do not take risk. Do not post up private information in my chat, on your social media. Be very careful about all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful because I hate hearing a horror story of, oh, did you hear that so-and-so got doxxed or whatever? It's terrible. I don't want to hear that. But I certainly have no control over it, nor can I really help anyone when they get involved in that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, Just be careful, everyone, all right? That's all
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Logan. Thank you very much to Luna Guardian for the super chat. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I called you Logan for a second there. Thank you very much, Luna Guardian, for the super chat. It says, this is the same man who asked his viewers to make a burner account to tip him on PayPal. Exactly. Exactly. Which is not really allowed on PayPal. You're not meant to fucking use fraudulent details for fucking payment services. The guy is... oh my fucking god. He doesn't care about his audience's safety. He only cares about his own fucking income.
I'm saying. So, just be careful, everyone, all right? That's all I wanted to do a little PSA segment on the earlier part of the stream before we get to the good stuff. Just because I feel like every once in a while, it makes sense to do it for everyone's sake. I haven't mentioned it in quite some time now, so it kind of made sense to do so. And I hope that everyone out there is safe and that no one's negatively affected by this stuff. Again, it's stuff that I purposely don't bring up, because if I do, all it does is give attention to negative, behaviors. So I don't want to bring it up. You know what I mean? All right, guys, that segment is done. Let's now move on to the positive stuff. Let's talk about the schedule for the week. What we really need to hash out is what am I doing Tuesday night? And then once that's determined, we can talk about the rest of the schedule, and then we can talk about cool future projects coming up and everything. All right, so here's the deal. Today, it is the continuation of my Return to Elden Ring run. All right, now what are we doing today? Well, we've got the Moonveil Katana up to like level 4. It's good, but it's not great, but it's...
Okay, I am going 1.25 speed because screw DSP.
Still pretty good. What we're doing now is we're trying to look for high-level Somber Smoothing Stone so I can get it upgraded. But in addition, I'm still trying to upgrade my stats to make it more effective. And of course, I'm finding more and more spells. Yesterday, we found 2 or 3 really good spells that have replaced my older Glintstone spells. And I'm improving every stream. Today, what I think we're going to do, we're clearing out this area that's near the Lift of Dectus, to the right of it. And that's where there's all these, like there's the Fury...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Australian Doom, for super chat. He says, is it just me or does he look hungover as hell? Well, I mean, this freeze frame I've got right here definitely seems to indicate he is drunk and hungover as all hell. This is an incredible freeze frame of drunk side Phil. Jesus. Yeah, it's quite possible he was hitting the gym quite hard last night.
And I'm improving every stream. Today, what I think we're going to do, we're clearing out this area that's near the Lift of Dectus, to the right of it, and that's where there's all these, like there's the Fury Flame Tower, what's it called? It's not Fury, it's something else Flame. It's supposed to be like the Chaos Magic. I can forget what it's called. But we cleared the tower, but now we have to go over there. There's like a big troll, there's a tower there where you can get, I think, another spell. If you keep going over there, there's like one of the Chaos Towns, and there's one of the Frenzied Flame. Thank you, it's the Frenzied Flame in this game. I always forget that. And then there's a Minor Erd Tree over there to check out, and I'm actually being told that Minor Erd Tree is very important for my build. It has some stuff for the special flask that is going to help my build. So we want to go down there and do that one. Then after that, I'm almost thinking we should go up the optional way to go up the lift. Instead of going up the lift, go up that cave. And that cave is full of enemies that are going to drop crafting items to level up my equipment. Right now, I'm looking to level up both my Moonveil Sword as well as possibly my staff. I have a staff that everyone says is essentially the best staff in the game, but you need to level it way up for it to be good. So kind of dual purpose. You know, we're trying to make some progress, level my character up, get some equipment up. That's kind of what we're going to do today. Now, ultimately, what we're doing is we're preparing for the big fight with Radon. Because once you fight Radon and beat him, now you unlock the whole underground cavern dungeon, which is really cool and meaningful. And there's going to be great stuff down there for my build as well. But we need to get to that point. I want to be ready for Radon. I don't want to just charge in, because right now I'm a glass cannon. I literally feel he'll kill me with one hit. So we do need to do other things before we fight Radon. And that's what it's going to be today, is focusing on this kind of other stuff, preparing for that run. Okay? Cool. On tonight's late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific Time, it is the continuation of Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. This is a playthrough that I very much enjoyed the run so far. We're about 4 hours in, and the game is great. It's just as good as I remember it. We're enjoying the job system. In fact,
I will be right back in like 2 minutes. I'm going to keep playing. You guys please listen out for any burps, snorts, or things on the card. I won't be too long.
At the end of the last stream, I just started unlocking new jobs and classes for my party members. The music of this version is absolutely outstanding. I am blown away by how good the music is. So, yeah, I'm excited for more Final Fantasy V today. I hope that you guys will join me tonight if you like retro RPGs, if you like chill vibes, because that's definitely a chill playthrough where we have a lot of time to talk and interact while I'm playing it. It is a turn-based RPG. I hope you guys will join me for that, okay? Then tomorrow, it is more Elden Ring. That makes 3 straight days. And again, as I explained yesterday, the real reason we're doing 3 straight days of Elden Ring is because next week, it's going to be the new game.
I am back already. I hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, please let me know. But yeah, I just had to make sure. I had to quickly grab my dinner. What can I say? I'm having spaghetti bolognese tonight, and I'm going to enjoy this while consuming DSP content.
Well, first we're going to do a demo of Street Fighter 6, then we're doing a new game in the new Star Wars game. And then we've got special react events. So I'm literally not going to be able to play Elden Ring until the end of next week, if at all. So I figured that's why let's do 3 straight days of it this week to get a lot in so people aren't like starving for it next week, okay? So that's tomorrow's main stream. Now what we need to figure out tomorrow night, the late night stream on Tuesday, is what we're doing. We have 3 options. Option number 1, another late night stream of Elder Scrolls for Oblivion. And if we do that tomorrow night, we're likely going to maybe do one more story mission, and then we're going to go into the Shivering Isles DLC. It's now officially installed. I know how to access it. I'm excited for it. You guys have told me it's one of the best DLCs ever. I'm down for that. We could do that. Option number 2 would be another Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster stream, so we'll do 2 straight for good progress. I'm okay with that. I'm loving the Pixel Remaster streams. Or we could do a Tier Maker stream. Now, we kind of talked about this over the course of the last few days, and it seems like the impression is among the audience that maybe we shouldn't do that. That maybe we should save Tier Maker to be a little bit more special. I just did a Tier Maker stream last week. It was a 2-hour session. People loved it. It got great views on DSP Reacts, and people are like, yeah, maybe save a Tier Maker for next time, like maybe next week or maybe even the week after early on for variety purposes, and that way you're not doing it too often and it won't feel like it's not special. So I'm almost of that impression. Unless you guys can convince me otherwise today that we should do a Tier Maker tomorrow, I'm thinking maybe we should stop it. Right now, I can tell you this. The people in the chat seem to be of a collective mind to do Oblivion tomorrow night. Look at this. Mishael, Piricato, Audio Object, Varda, Red. That's 5 in a row all said, do Oblivion, do Oblivion, do Oblivion. They feel like Oblivion would make sense. Okay? Now other people are like, yeah, don't overdo Tier Maker. Govic says, do Oblivion. Mike, Oblivion. Jack the Ripper, Oblivion. Willow, Oblivion. Lysersoul, Oblivion. Drewski, Oblivion. Ted Turd, Oblivion. You want Oblivion tomorrow night? Jace, Oblivion. All right. This is good because this makes it easy for me. Based on the overwhelming feedback I'm getting right now from you guys, I think we will do Oblivion tomorrow night. And so now let's just set it. Let's hammer it in. Set it in stone. Oblivion tomorrow night. And we will begin Shivering Isles at some point during that stream. Good stuff? Hopefully that'll get some people excited to tune into the stream who maybe haven't been to the Oblivion streams, since we are apparently doing what people are saying is arguably the best Bethesda DLC ever. I mean, I don't know, I've never played it, but that's a tall order. You know, Bethesda DLCs usually are quite good. Take a look at all the ones for Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Skyrim. Those are good DLCs. So I'm excited if you guys are telling me this is the best one. That's kind of interesting, okay?
We have our first bingo of the game, because Phil said interesting. This has been a frustrating podcast with just Phil's fucking nonsensical rambling, but at least we got a bingo on the board.
Okay, so today, Elden Ring and Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. Tomorrow, Elden Ring and Oblivion. I'm off from streaming on Wednesday. If all goes according to plan, this Wednesday should be a very busy Wednesday for me and my wife. We have a lot of things we need to do. We were supposed to do half of them last week. We didn't do them. So it's going to be a crazy day, but hopefully a good day. When I come back on Thursday, it's going to be the Street Fighter 6 World Tour demo. What is this? Well, it's going to be releasing on Xbox consoles on Wednesday. I won't be here. So Thursday, here's what we're doing. First things first, we're going to take a good chunk of time to make my character. This is going to be the avatar that I'm going to be using in the game for the World Tour mode to do combat, but also in the Battle Hub of the game once the full game launches to play multiplayer. This is an avatar that I likely will be seeing if I play this game at length for years and years. So I want to make a good avatar. Not like the first time when I did it in the beta, you know, months and months ago. I rushed through it and made a hideous avatar on purpose because I thought, let's just do it a funny one. But now I actually kind of want to make a serious one that maybe could kind of look like me. All right. So I'm going to try to make a real Street Fighter 6 version of me in the game first thing on Thursday. Then we're going to jump into the demo. From what I'm going to understand, there's only about 1 hour of unique content in the demo. You can keep playing it, but it's very repetitive and doesn't really go anywhere. So it's just a taste of what the game will be. That's fine. Figure maybe we could spend like a half an hour, 40 minutes making my avatar, maybe longer. I guess we'll see how detailed it is. And then we spend about an hour playing the game itself. And then if there's still extra time, maybe do Q&A after, or like a kind of little bit of a decompression talking about what we saw, if we liked it or not, right? Jasper, please do not attack my bottle cap. Do not attack the bottle cap. Thank you. Good boy. That was nice. He listened to me. So, that's what I'm thinking. Our main stream on Thursday, the Street Fighter 6 World Tour demo. Give it a good shot, give it a good amount of time, and full discussion. Then on Thursday night, we'll do whatever we didn't do tomorrow. Since tomorrow we're doing Oblivion, it sounds like Thursday night will be Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. Friday, which would be, let's see, the 28th? Yes, Friday the 28th. The entire day we're going to be playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This is the brand new Star Wars game, the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order a few years ago. The game that very much was like a spin-off of a Dark Souls style game. I really like that game, so I'm excited to play this one. Hope you guys will join me for the premiere of that this coming Friday. And I'm playing it all day long, both the first, don't you bite that wire, both the first and second streams. So 5+ hours of Jedi gameplay this coming Friday. All right, then on Saturday, DSP vs. the Internet, my weekly react show where I react to clips that members submit. Big update, guys. If you're a member over on DSP Reacts, guess what? The thread is live for you to post up your videos for the week. So if you're a channel member and you want a chance to watch your videos watched on that show, please submit your videos as soon as possible. I can already tell you there's probably about 30, 40 videos. You want me to check? Jasper, please don't bite this. I just said don't do that. Do not do that. Leave it alone. Let's check. I'm actually very curious how many people have submitted videos on DSP Reacts up to this point. Oh my god. My browser restarted. You know what? I'm closing it. Okay. My browser restarted. It was giving me problems, being stupid. Okay. I'm hoping this will load DSP Reacts. Well, it loaded a tab, but it's not the tab that I wanted. Hold on. Here we go. What is this? Studio? I don't want to be in the studio. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I gotta load the channel. I'm curious to see how many people nominated videos already. Because I've been like non-stop approving video nominations overnight. Because remember, I approve all comments on my channels. Here we go. So far, there have been 5 Ultra members who have posted up a video. So we have 5 videos we're guaranteed to watch on Saturday from Ultra level members of the channel. So far, 1 person has posted up some Q&A questions. Those are super level members. And 30 different posts have already been made from standard members. 30 posts. So that means if each person posted 1 to 2 videos, it's anywhere from 30 to 60 videos have already been nominated for the show. Do you see? And that was 13 hours ago when I posted up on the channel. So it really is first come, first serve. If you haven't posted up yet, please do so. Do it as soon as possible. Last week, I think we got through like 50 to 60 videos, and then we ran out of time. So please, if you haven't yet, post up over on DSP Reacts on those community tabs and get that going, all right? I hope so. Thank you very much. So that's going to be on Saturday's main daytime stream. Saturday night will be more Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So that means within the first 2 days of Jedi Survivor being out, we're going to be playing 7-8 hours of gameplay. Okay? Sunday, April 30th, the final day of April, is something special. It is my monthly long-form react event on DSP React. And for the first time ever, we're not doing drama. The last 2 months, we did 2 kind of downfall documentaries. One was about Pro Jared, and one was about the continual downfall of Wings of Redemption. Well, instead of doing that kind of stuff, we're going to be reacting to the Internet Historian YouTube channel. And yesterday, we talked about the channel, we looked at the videos, and we determined there's 5 videos that people are interested in seeing me react to. The Fallout 76 video, the Firefest video, the Cost of Concordia, the No Man's Sky Fall But Then Goodening video, and the Area 51 video. So those are 5 interesting videos, all very different subject matters. And what we will do that day is we will have a poll during the Level 1 podcast where you guys will determine what's the first one that I react to. Each video is roughly anywhere from 25 to 50 minutes long. Considering that my reacts take a while to get to react to stuff, you know, maybe we'll get through 2-3 videos, maybe 4, but it really depends on which ones you guys choose. If you choose the longer ones, then probably we'll have less, but depends on what you vote for. So it's going to be a very interactive stream where you'll actively be voting on which of those things I'm reacting to on the stream. There's also going to be a meal during that thing, so another Feasting with Phil episode. Not sure what it'll be yet. My wife and I will talk about that and try to figure it out. We'll have a good Feasting with Phil episode as well. So it's going to be great. It's going to be very, very fun, I feel. A great event and no nonsensical drama. It's going to be more funny, documentary style stuff. Okay, so cool. Sounds good to me. And that's the end of the month. And then, of course, Monday, Tuesday, May 1st, 2nd, we're going to have more Jedi Survivor on the streams. Maybe what we'll do is Jedi Survivor on Monday, and then maybe like Oblivion Monday night. And then Tuesday, we'll determine, do you want more Jedi Survivor, or would you, Oh, Cyrax, you're saying that there's someone in here who's using the picture of someone who's really disgusting? Is that true? Here, let's take a look.
Internet content creation, on-demand, and also live video streaming services.
It's also a relatively new channel too, huh? Sorry about being derailed here, guys. The guy literally just admitted publicly, yes, he's made a profile that takes the information from a mass murdering cult leader. Well, you're banned now. Congratulations. Okay, good job. Thanks for the heads up. Okay, so anyway, What I'm thinking is Monday, May 1st, we'll probably do more Jedi Survivor and Oblivion, and then maybe the Tuesday we'll make a determination. Are you guys liking Jedi Survivor so much that you want more of it, or should we take a break from it for Tuesday and actually have a day where we return back to Elden Ring, and then maybe that night we do Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster or whatever? We'll see. But basically this week is going to be good. Street Fighter 6 beta, right? New Star Wars game, lots of gameplay of it. Special React event and special React content over the weekend. And then, you know, some pretty solid gameplay to end the week. Pretty exciting stuff. All right, so I hope this sounds good to you. I hope that you're excited for it like I am. And should be a good time this week coming up, all right? Of course, May is jam-packed. We got Redfall right at the beginning of the month. We've got Zelda in the middle of the month. We've actually got a lot near the end of the month. And of course, I'll still be playing Jedi. I'll still be playing Dark Souls. I'll still be playing Elden Ring. I'll still be doing all this other stuff. So should be a good time. Should be a great month coming up of May and June. Should be great gameplay content months for everybody, okay? So there we go. We've already determined what I'm doing Tuesday night. That's done. Now, the next thing we have to tackle, and we really got to put our heads together for this one. We have over 300 people on the stream right now. Let's put our heads together and try to figure this one out, okay? What do you guys want to see for a special event here on DSP Gaming around mid to late May? The way that I've spanned these special events out, because now, by the way, for clarification purposes, the way we used to do special events here on the channel is I used to base them off...
Shut the fuck up for a second. He said, by the way, it's not a bingo. There we go. That's not a bingo, hooray. As painful as this goddamn bingo is today so far and enduring this nonsensical rambling, we are 6 away from a free space. Sorry, not a free space, a full house. I don't think we're going to get free spaces today. He's only barked once, we've had no snorts somehow. Likes, Phil is at 48. Phil's got 48 likes, he's not going to get 100 likes. So, yeah, unless, I mean, the only way we get a free space is if this stream link gets 100 likes. Even then, there might not be enough. We need 6 still. But there's plenty of the show to go, so it could happen.
Off of support goals for memberships, correct? It used to be, oh, we hit like a certain number.
Oh, he said goal. Support goals for memberships. That's another fucking bingo. We are 5 away from a full house.
For members this month, we gain 100 members by the end of the month. I'll do a special celebratory event. And I did that for many years. But you know what? I think people got tired of it. And I think people just like doing special events for variety purposes rather than having to tie them to any kind of support goal. What I tried to do instead for the last month and a half, 2 months is let's do daily goals instead. So for example, today we're at 583 members. Can we hit 590 by the end of the day? If we do, great. If not, it's not the end of the world, but it would be great if we could, and that would help the channel. What I'm finding is these daily goals work. People are motivated to try to support the channel as long as those goals are kind of small and reachable, as opposed to, oh, we need over 100 members to hit a goal to do a marathon this month that we don't even know what it is yet, right? So I think this has been working out. I like the way we're doing this, and I hope that you guys are enjoying this. So what I would like to say is, we're not tying anything to the goals anymore, all right? We're just not. Instead, we're just going to do these special events, all right? Which I'm totally for. But then the question is, what do we want the special events to be? 2 months ago, it was a Super Bowl event that was tied to the American Super Bowl. It was really fun. I dressed up as a football player, and we did all kinds of fun themed things, correct? This month, which is about a month and a half later, we did my special birthday event, and that was fun because it was a good variety stream. We didn't even do any gameplay. We were doing the first tier maker ever. We went through the game schedule. We had a fantasy match in WWE 2K. It was a good variety of stuff that I really enjoyed, okay? So this next one, it's going to be around mid to late May, okay? But the question is, what do we want to do? What things are going on in mid to late May? Well, it'll be spring, right? We got Memorial Day at the end of May, but I don't really think we should tie any kind of a gaming event to Memorial Day. It's more of a day of remembrance for those who have given the ultimate sacrifice to keep the United States free. So I don't think we want to do that. You know, like, I don't think there's anything seasonal that we...
Fun fact, I believe Phil once tweeted Happy Memorial Day. Like it's some sort of celebration. I'm pretty certain Phil did do that one time.
To keep the United States free, so I don't think we want to do that. You know, like, I don't think there's anything seasonal that we can really do. You know, people have come up with some different ideas. First of all, one idea I had for an event in February that didn't happen was going to be the Retro Games Challenge. What this was going to be was a special stream where I challenged myself to play older video games, but challenge runs. Like, finally beat Ninja Gaiden 1 on the NES, which I've never done. Or go...
Oh, I was wrong. It was Happy D-Day. It was Happy D-Day of... Okay, my bad.
Go back and play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but play it on arcade level, you know, against the arcade, you know, the AI-controlled opponent, but the highest level difficulty, and you guys pick the character I try to beat it with, and you try to challenge me to beat it within a certain amount of continues or a certain amount of whatever, and it adds, you know, challenge, and it adds, like, wow, people can get excited and suspenseful, can Phil do it or not, right? I feel like that would be pretty cool. Okay? That was just a couple of the ideas, you know, we already had that idea going, and it's like, we could do that again, easily, okay? Now, someone said, what about an entire tier maker stream? I mean, I'm against that. And the reason is, when I'm doing tier maker, I literally have to be talking every moment, right? Like, Just look at the 2.5 hour tier maker stream I did last week for the fast food chains. It was very fun. By the time that tier maker stream was done, my throat was shot. I just talked for 3 hours straight, and I was exhausted. I was like, oh my God, I didn't take a break or nothing. I just kept going and going. So I don't think that a whole day of that makes sense. Maybe a couple hours at a time, but definitely not something that would be an entire day. Okay. Maybe we do a variety stream. How about we do some of these ideas together? What if we do the Super Turbo Challenge as a segment for like an hour or two, if that? Then we do a tier maker, a special tier maker during that event, right? And then maybe we do something else. Why not do variety? Because again, by the way, I'll probably be doing a meal during that event. So here's the thing. If we split it up and we do variety, now there's content for both YouTube channels, right? Any gameplay I do is a gameplay event for DSP Gaming. Any tier maker I do is a special video for DSP Reacts. The food would be DSP Reacts. The podcast would be DSP Gaming, you see? So I think if we split it up and we do a variety special stream, that's better than making it just one theme. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? Does that sound good? If you guys have ideas, I'm down for any idea. One of the other ideas people have said over the years is maybe do a run, like for example, play Dark Souls Remastered, but when you play it, it's a run with a very specific criteria. Like you have to actually try to do it at 0 soul level. You can never level up, but I use your advice to go through the game and find ways to make my character more powerful without ever leveling up. That could be interesting. I've never tried anything like that before. And since I would start gameplay around noonish, and it would go to 7, 8, it'd be like 8 hours of gameplay. Maybe with, an hour split out of there for food or whatever. But how far can I get in a Dark Souls Remastered, underpowered run? Something like that. Here's the thing. I don't think that's going to work in May. Why? Because I'm already going to be coming off of playing Jedi Survivor, and I'm already going to be playing Elden Ring. I don't think a third FromSoft style game is going to work. I think that's a good idea for an event later this year. I'd be totally down for an event like that later this year. Okay? So I don't think that would work for May, but maybe over the summer, right? Something different. JDTV is all over the Street Fighter event. He says, do a Street Fighter event. I'd love to see you play old Street Fighter games. There's one game where you can get to the secret boss if every fight is perfected. I mean, I'd have to look into the criteria. I think Super Turbo, you get Akuma. The problem is, if you lose to Akuma once, you never get to rematch him. You have to start the whole game over. That's really stupid, I know, but that's how it was, so I don't know. Like, what if we did Level 1 podcast, right? Then a Super Turbo Challenge event where for like an hour, 2 hours, I play through Super Turbo, highest difficulty, you pick the character and criteria, and I do that for a while. Then we take a break, then we do a tier maker, and it could be Street Fighter related or not, it could be any kind of a tier maker. Then we have a meal, right? Then after the meal, we have another segment of maybe another game, and then that's the finale. Like, that could be a fun day of variety stuff here on the channel, right? I think that would be pretty neat. So let's consider, this is actually our first initial discussion where we're actually coming up with stuff. Sounds good. Let's continue this discussion. I'm not saying this is what we have to lock in and do, but now that you've heard this initial discussion, is this something that you would like to do? Saying like mid to late, this would be mid to late May, to be clear. It would be mid to late May that we're going to do that, okay? Haldol, I just literally said I would consider doing a solo level 1 Dark Souls run, but we're not doing it in May because I'm already playing 2 games that are FromSoft style. I'm not doing it at the same time. That'd be stupid. That'd be like saying, well, I'm playing Super Mario Odyssey and Super Mario 3, but someone wants me to do a challenge run in Super Mario Sunshine. Let's do it. Like, no, I'm not stupid. We're not doing it now. And you asking for it isn't going to make it happen now, so just stop with that. It's a good idea. I think we should do it over the summer. When we're done, I'll be done with Jedi Survivor, likely be done with my second run of Elden Ring. We could do it later on this year. Fair enough? Thank you. Please don't be overbearing and keep asking for it now because it's just going to piss me off. Okay.
What a toxic little bitch. Apparently Dashi heard a snort. I trust Dashi. I'm counting it. Dashi thinks he heard a snort. I believe it. Phil's medication can only go on so long. That is another bingo.
Alright. Oh, my nose itches. Okay, so anyway, that's my initial idea for the special event in May to late May. And you know what also, why that would be cool? Because Street Fighter 6 comes out June 2nd. So playing some Street Fighter stuff mid to late May as a way to hype up Street Fighter 6, it could be like the Street Fighter 6 hype event. Super Turbo, maybe a Street Fighter tier maker ranking, right? That could be kind of neat, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it more, it would actually fit the hype for Street Fighter 6, a special Street Fighter 6 hype event. Alright, well anyway, I would definitely like more ideas for that. What other Street Fighter related things do you think we could do for that event? That would be neat. Because it doesn't just have to be Super Turbo. It could be other things too. Remember, I have the Capcom 30th Anniversary Collection. I could go through that collection and play other games challenge runs as well. It doesn't have to be just Super Turbo. There's all the versions of Street Fighter 2. There's Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. There's the Alpha series. We could do other series as well. That'd be kind of neat, maybe, right? Okay, all right. So there you go. Street Fighter hype event sometime in May. Let's talk more about it and try to solidify more ideas around it. I think this is a good idea. Okay. JDTV says, what about cosplaying? You mean like wearing the Ken wig? Which people have been asking me for ever since October when I dressed up as Ken for Halloween. There you go. All right. I should eat blue Jello with Cool Whip because it looks like a Hadouken. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Oh my God, I just got a great idea. Are you guys ready for this? Give me a second. Are you ready? I just had a eureka moment. You ready? I'll be right back.
For fuck's sake. At least we got a bingo out of that as well. He stood up, so it's a bingo. We're 3 away from a full house, and yet I'm still annoyed with Phil. Because he's a dick.
Would you consider just starting off?
For the next 20 minutes, I'm going to be talking and saying absolutely nothing.
Casper is all excited at my eureka moment. Ladies and gentlemen, during the Street Fighter Hype event that we're going to do in mid to late May, I'm going to taste test cooking ideas from the Street Fighter cookbook that was donated to me by the Dutch brothers. My wife will make items out of this cookbook, and I will eat them live on the stream and taste test them, because they're probably not all going to be good. Some of them will probably be shit, but some of them might be really good.
Why aren't you cooking them, Phil, you lazy bastard?
And this is all kinds of different foods and things. So my wife could probably make 2 or 3 of these, and I'll try them live on the stream. That would be a cool, man. And what a cool Street Fighter themed day that would be. Play 1 or 2 retro Street Fighter games at the hardest difficulty, challenge runs, you pick the characters, a Street Fighter tier list event, right? Where we rank Street Fighter characters in tier list, and then I taste test Street Fighter foods. Wow. See, this is what I mean. Do you guys understand why I love being an interactive streamer with you guys? We just came up with this entire idea live on stream together, right? Can I still do the Hadouken Jello? Maybe. That'll be the dessert, Hadouken Jello. Here, I'll give you guys some ideas of what's in here, all right? I'm just going to flip to 3 random pages. Page number 1. Smash burgers? Are you shitting me? Poison's smash burgers. Poison. Smash burger. That's number 1. I'm not saying we're going to do that one. Maybe we'll go through the recipe book and pick some of these out. Number 2. Rashid's Mutable. What the hell is Mutable? I don't know. I have no idea what this is. And then number 3. Fei Long's Bolo Bao. Which I think it says it's buns, dairy buns. What's in it? It looks like it's just a baked good. It's a baked good that has vanilla and cinnamon and seasoning and stuff on it. So that's like a dessert almost. Bolo Bao. Okay. So there you go. Jade says look up jury. All right, I'll look up a jury for Jade and see.
Hold up. What did he call it?
And stuff on it. It's just a baked good.
A baked? Oh, good. I thought he was mispronouncing gourd there for a second. You know, I was like, no, it's not. A baked good. It's something you bake. Aye, well done, Phil.
It's a baked good that has vanilla and cinnamon and seasoning and stuff on it. So that's like a dessert almost. Bolo Bao. Okay. So there you go. Jade says look up jury. All right, I'll look up a jury for Jade and see what jury has here. Oh my God, I can't even pronounce them. Are you kidding me? I can't pronounce hers. Hold on. What the how do you say that? Good luck pronouncing jury's recipe. There it is.
Alright. Tteokbokki. Seems pretty straightforward enough. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but it sounds like it. Tteokbokki. Dashi says tteokbokki.
Okay. So anyway. Pretty good idea, huh? This would give my wife something to do too, something exciting. She could be part of the event by baking or cooking some of these things to try live on the stream. I'll ask her if she wants to do maybe 2 or 3 of them.
This would give my wife something to do as well. Way to fucking throw her under the bus and fucking insinuate she's a lazy piece of shit that does nothing around the goddamn house all the fucking time. Hey, cat, you can finally be useful for my fucking content. Holy fucking shit, man. Greg Lake says, but will she be allowed in the stream? She doesn't want to be anywhere near the stream. She wants to stay behind the scenes and cook for her precious little Phil. I just cannot believe how useless Cat has been made to sound here. Also, thumbnail. Yeah, this is thumbnail worthy. Bear with me here. Please be good. Please be a good thumbnail. Please don't blend in terribly with the background. And here we... hold on, I need to find it. Okay, it's there. Here we go. It's perfect. It is perfect. Look at that beautiful little thumbnail. It's all its fucking glory. It is magnificent. We have got a robust thumbnail, and that'll do for tomorrow's bingo fun and game. I was going to say thumbnail or fun and games, and I got fucking confused, and I just ended up saying a combination of both. But yeah, we got a good thumbnail. Thank you to that website that actually fucking removed the background appropriately for once. Hooray! Look at the face. Look at this angry face. Baring his yellow teeth at you. Jesus Christ.
She's wanted to make things out of this cookbook, and we keep basically kind of forgetting about it, but she's really wanted to try things out of here. This would give her incentive to do it. So she'd actually be a part of it too, which is pretty neat, huh? Okay, so, yes, let's do it. Let's lock it in. Let's say that in mid to late May, the special marathon event will be the Hype to Street Fighter 6 Special Day event. We'll think of a better name for it, but basically that's the point. It's a Street Fighter related day.
Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, money, money.
Thank you very much to Drapa member Bam for a super chat who says robust thumbnail Bam. Thank you very much indeed. It was a fantastic little thumbnail we got there. And one more time, ta-da! There he is, and with his oddly shaped head, and his fucking bald and fucking, you know, that head is balding more and more. We are seeing more and more forehead as time goes by.
Street Fighter 6 Special Day event. We'll think of a better name for it, but basically that's the point. It's a Street Fighter related day. We're hyping up the release of Street Fighter 6 the first week of June. It's going to be me doing retro, hardest difficulty runs in classic Street Fighter games in the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. You guys pick the characters live. You vote on what character you want to see me use in it. Then, a tier maker ranking list, where we'll likely rank either Street Fighter games, or we'll rank Street Fighter characters, or both. Okay? We'll have a special segment where I try out Street Fighter finger foods. I will also order a full meal at some point during the day to eat live on stream. Yeah, this sounds like a good event, doesn't it? Right? Because what we could probably do is we'll start off with one game, then do a tier maker, then do a meal, then do finger foods, or then do a meal.
Money, yeah, money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, money, money.
Thank you very much to Kel Denson for a super chat. Says, how can you throw Cat under the bus if she is one? Probably Cat thinking they can't throw me under the bus like everyone else if I become bigger than the bus. That was a grand plan all along. Good luck throwing her under the bus when the bus will get crushed by the cat. Jesus Christ. So Phil was planning to have Cat cook a whole bunch of random, like 3 different random finger dishes or whatever. Not all the things on there are finger dishes. Burgers are a main fucking meal. For fuck's sake. So he's going to have Cat make 3 random things as well as order food to DoorDash. When is this? I think this event is happening at the end of May.
What we do is we'll start off with one game, then do a tier maker, then do a meal, then do finger foods, or then do a meal, then do another game, then do this at the end, the finger foods. We'll see. All right. What game would I play at the end? No, it would be from the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. The 30th Anniversary Collection has all versions of Street Fighter 2, all versions of Street Fighter Alpha, all versions of Street Fighter 3, all included, but only arcade modes. It only has online modes for 4 of them, but it allows you to play the arcade modes of all of them. So I could literally play all the classic Street Fighter games, and we could choose which ones you want at the hardest difficulty. So I could do like multiple runs of Super Turbo, but then we could go to, you want to see Street Fighter 3, I could try the hardest mode of Street Fighter 3, and you pick the characters. That could be pretty neat. And that's a great way to hype up Street Fighter 6. Name me another way you could hype up Street Fighter 6 better than that, right? Pretty neat. There you go. If you even wanted, I think, I'd have to double check this. I think I own Street Fighter 4 digitally, and I can play it on
money, money,
Thank you very much to Live Well for the tip. It says, Phil's a joke with a detractor rant. Phil, be safe online so you don't get doxxed. Also, Phil constantly doxes his own fans. Exactly. He's a massive hypocrite. It has been for years.
I'd have to double check this. I think I own Street Fighter 4 digitally, and I could play it I could play it here on the PS5. Let's check. I could be wrong. Because I thought at one point I bought Street Fighter 4. I thought at one point I had bought it. How do I see my game library on here now? Now I have no clue. Here, let me see.
I am so bored. I'm going to 1.5 speed.
Shit. Yes, I have it. Ultra Street Fighter 4, I have it in my library. I could download it right now if I wanted to. I did buy it. So I could do Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4, and if you even really wanted me to torture myself, I could do an arcade run of Street Fighter 5. I could do one of each of the major installments of Street Fighter during this event and see how, you know, how I could do in them. Right? I could do literally every one of them. Now we're talking, right? Anyway, I'm sure we're going to talk more about this event and formulate it more over the next few weeks, okay? But I think this is an absolutely great idea because totally pertinent to do it to build up Street Fighter 6. It makes a lot of sense, okay? A lot of people are saying they absolutely love the idea. Other people are saying, man, maybe tweak it a bit. But still, I think people are enjoying the fact that this is going to be Street Fighter related right before Street Fighter 6. It makes sense. This is cool. So thank you guys. Great idea. I'm very pleased. Now we know what we're doing. I'm actually excited. This is going to be a fun event. You know, Street Fighter is my thing. Okay. All right, guys. I'll probably bring this back downstairs in a few minutes. My wife will probably look through here and find some interesting things. There's a ton of recipes in this book. Like, no exaggeration. There are. Holy shit. This has got to be about 40 recipes. At least, if not more.
Hold on, was that a burp?
Holy shit.
It was a snake burp. It's hard to tell, but we could hear it. It was a little fucking like frog burp.
This has got to be about 40 recipes. At least, if not more. So, look into it. That'd be pretty exciting, huh? To see me eat various Street Fighter themed foods. All right. Good stuff, my friends. Great idea. Thanks for helping me work that one out. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. So that's coming up now in May. And now I'm actually stoked. I'm legitimately excited for this event. Thank you. All right. Will I be drinking gin during the event? We'll see, Michael. I've had some more of the gin, the Norwegian gin. I had like maybe 2 drinks of Norwegian gin since last we had a marathon. So I think there's like maybe a third of the bottle left. And I don't know if I'll drink more of it between now and then. I guess we'll see. Okay. All right. That's it. We're good. What we're gonna do now, guys, we're gonna do some shout-outs, and we're gonna do some Q&A, and that's the show for today. We basically covered our major topics that we needed to cover today, and we determined what we needed to determine. There is no gaming news today. I checked. Nothing really going on in the world of gaming today. No news events or anything that I saw, at least in my feeds. So nothing going on there. Okay. So our first contribution on the YouTube side is from Michael Cortez, who did a super chat, and he said, "Pop." I have absolutely no idea what that meant, but thank you, Michael, for the super chat. You're the first YouTube side contributor. Okay. Then. It looks like I may have gotten a couple of tips. First of all, it looks like there was a tip earlier this morning. And this is from Slayer. So Slayer had sent me some pictures of the meal that he ate during his celebration after Ramadan had ended. He fasted for a whole month for his religious beliefs of Ramadan. And after that was done, then he kind of pigged out, which is kind of cool to have a nice celebration. And it's all colorful food and stuff. It looked really good. I wanted to show it to Kat, and I haven't had a chance to show her yet. But it looked really nice. You know me, I'm into food. I like cultural stuff from all around the world. Slayer, thank you for sending me those pictures. I really appreciate them. And like I said, I am going to share that with my wife when I get a chance. I haven't had a chance yet. I just kept forgetting, basically. I've had it for a few days, and I just keep forgetting to show it to her. So thank you, Slayer, for that. Yes, I did enjoy seeing that.
So let me get this straight. You started the stream by telling your audience to be very careful what they share online. And now you're talking about a viewer, a regular contributor, a whale per se, who is sending you pictures which are fucking freely showing your significant other. Which, is that not a bit of a fucking, potential violation of like their fucking safety, their security, to have that? It's random as hell. Plus, the guy's a Muslim and you said he pigged out. Otto Insane and Daddy Dalsweeb at the same time picked up on that, as well as MC2 Tech Reviews. Him saying, yeah, Phil, I don't know why he does these things, but talking about a Muslim pigging out. Bad word choice, Phil.
during his celebration after Ramadan had ended. He fasted for a whole month for his religious beliefs of Ramadan, and after that was done, then he kind of pigged out.
You dense motherfucker.
Which is kind of cool to have a nice celebration, and it's all colorful food and stuff. It looked really good. I haven't had a chance. I want to show it to Kat, and I haven't had a chance to show her yet, but it looked really nice. You know me. I'm into food. I like cultural stuff from all around the world. Slayer, thank you for sending me those pictures. I really appreciate them. And like I said, I am going to share that with my wife when I get a chance. I haven't had a chance yet. I just kept forgetting, basically. I've had it for a few days, and I just keep forgetting to show it to her. So thank you, Slayer, for that. Yes, I did enjoy seeing that. Mike, what are you talking about? I can't say Ramadan. What are you talking about? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Anyway, let's continue. Okay. So here we go. Now I have a dollar tip from a troll who I'm ignoring. Goodbye. Okay. I don't have to even pay attention to that one. Cool. All right. So that's what we've got so far. If anyone contributes in any way, I'll give you a shout out. Obviously, ample opportunity to get up on the leaderboard today, considering the fact that, only one super chat and one tip. But thank you all. Great ways to support the stream today. Liking it. Likes on the stream help for engagement. Lets more people know I'm streaming and find me to play Elden Ring. So please like the stream if you've enjoyed it so far today, or if you're looking forward to Elden Ring, please do that. Outside of that, super chat, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, and tips, all appreciated. All right, tips would be great today if you can. There's been a few days of slower tips, but overall support.
Dude, you were fucking paid 3 days ago by YouTube. You got your YouTube payment on the 21st. Hold on, and also did I say hold on? Let's scroll down this bad boy. Let's get to current day, shall we? Phil's last 4 days of streaming has saw him gain $484 in tips. $484 from 4 days of streaming, just in tips alone. That includes his payment of YouTube as well, which happened during that time. Last 2 days Phil's been streaming, he's had $200. He's averaging $100 per day, but apparently this is slow. Phil getting $100 per day in tips alone is apparently a slow fucking day for him. If I was getting that kind of money per day, I'd be losing my fucking mind. If you guys, I'm sure as well, you guys are probably the same mentality. If you guys got that kind of money every day for just playing games badly and ranting and raving at fucking on the internet, you'd be fucking delighted for that as well. Phil's lifestyle is so fucking crippling to him financially. This is the hole he has dug himself in. This incredible support he gets on a daily fucking basis is nowhere near enough. And that is sad and pathetic. Holy shit. We look on and kind of envy these fucking tips are coming. We do look on enviously sometimes at the money coming in to him. Because it's a lot of fucking money. But look how sad and miserable he is to the fact that it's not enough. For us, this would be fucking way more than enough. We'd be fucking we'd be so fucking grateful. You know, if we were fucking getting this kind of money from morons like in Phil's chat every fucking day. But no, for Phil it's never enough. It's not good enough, it never will be good enough. His fans cannot meet his selfish, greedy expectations. And he's going to fucking bleed them dry until they fucking tap out and have to move the fuck on.
Been great. Super chats, memberships, everything has been really good this week. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's kind of been disproportionately towards like gifted memberships. Tips are something that I actually use to kind of do the day-to-day things around here. You know, I pay bills, I go grocery shopping, have a meal out with my wife once a week. Later this week, I'm buying Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It's the tips that help pay for that stuff. So tips are great, but I'm not asking for nothing. I'm just saying, hey, if you can tip, please do. If not, everything's appreciated. Thank you guys for any kind of support. All right. Derek says, I just arrived. I'm the 7th post. Well, then you're definitely going to get your videos in for DSP versus the Internet, Derek. And he says, we talk about Tuesday night. We're going to do Oblivion Tuesday night. It's going to be me trying out the Shivering Isles DLC. So there you go. Okay. JDTV has $10 million. I'm now excited for the Street Fighter event. Is there Guile recipes? There's literally a recipe for every Street Fighter character in there. Everyone. Every Street Fighter character has at least one recipe. I think. Maybe not Q. But maybe Q is in there. I don't know. But yes, there's in there. He says he's one of my favorite characters, even though he's not the strongest. Yes, he's definitely in there. I don't know what his recipes are. The thing is, not all of them are going to be good. Some of them are like a bagel sandwich. It's like, wait, what? A bagel sandwich? That's not really a recipe, right? Some of them are kind of like that. They're kind of lame. But other ones are pretty unique, so. Good afternoon, Go Team Venture. How are you today? It's good to see you. Jake says, thanks for looking at the jury's food. No problem. Derek says, I heard something about a variety stream. It is a Street Fighter hype stream. In order to hype up the release of Street Fighter 6, a week or two beforehand, because it comes out the first week of June, a week or two beforehand, we're going to do a marathon stream here on DSP Gaming. It's going to include retro challenge runs of old Street Fighter games at the hardest difficulty levels where the chat will vote on what character I use. It's going to include tier maker rankings of one or more
Shut up, bitch!
Rank the Street Fighter game.
Shut
Street Fighter
the fuck
something like that.
up!
It's going to include
Shut your hole.
recipes from the Street Fighter cookbook that I'm going to taste test live and my wife is going to make. And it's going to include another live meal. So there you go. That's what's going to happen. No date set yet. I have to look into it. I'm not going to look up everyone's recipe.
I just had to spam a whole bunch of shut up fucking audio clips there because we've heard all this crap already.
So people are like, what's this recipe? What's that recipe? I'm not gonna look up all the recipes right now. So don't just ask me for every recipe. I'm not gonna answer that. No, I did not see the Tetris movie. What handheld console did I love the most? The original model 3DS. The one that was white and unfolded and it had nice shoulder buttons and everything. It was the original one that had 3D. That was my favorite one, I think. See you later, Prodigal Son. Yes, I have a Street Fighter cookbook. It was donated by the Dutch brothers and we'll be using it during the event. Yes, I played 8-bit games. I owned an NES, so obviously I did. How do I like to have my steaks? Medium or medium rare. Depends on the steak, but usually medium rare. All right, if I trust the place to cook it properly, medium rare. Rofian Forever says, why are you insisting on doing every piece of content on Elden Ring? That's not the point. We're not. We skipped a ridiculous amount of optional content so far. We're still skipping a ridiculous amount of optional content, but I want to do the meaningful stuff. And right now we are doing the meaningful stuff. We're doing all the optional things where there's chances for me to get really good stuff for my build, right? I need crafting items or else I'm not going to be able to level up my equipment. So I have to do, like, for example, this Cade's Mine I'm thinking of doing today. It's kind of necessary to get the items. That way I go through there, I'll get a ton of them, I'll be set. Plus, right now, I really am in need of runes, or grace, or whatever it's called. Like, I need that because I need to be leveling my stuff up. I don't have anything right now. And right now, if I try to fight Radon, I'm going to die one hit every time. I'm never going to kill the guy. I need to be able to level up more, so. Okay. What's the fate of the lost Final Fantasy 13 playthrough? We talked about it. It seems like the most likely thing to do would be possibly around the summertime, when things slow down a little bit. I might rebrand my old KO Gaming channel, which has now been defunct for years. I might rebrand it as like DSP Classics or DSP Retro or something like that. And that channel will be for older style playthroughs. So maybe over the course of that summer, I would upload Final Fantasy 13, and that way it's only on that channel. Anyone interested can go to that channel and watch the content, but it doesn't flood this channel with videos no one's really interested in. At the same time, KO Gaming is partnered already. I wouldn't have to go through the hoops of getting a channel partnered and signed up. It's already ready to go partnership-wise, so I can monetize those videos, you see? So I think that's what I might do. That way, there's an opportunity. If you're interested, subscribe to that channel, watch the videos as they go live. If not, ignore the channel, and it won't affect DSP Gaming in any negative way. I think that's a great idea. And then here's the other thing too, right? Maybe moving forward, I could have special projects for that channel. If I want to play a retro game like Super Mario Bros. 3, maybe I do a playthrough of it, and that goes on that channel, while more modern playthroughs go on this channel. Just an idea, right? Some kind of an idea. Okay. Juicy says, I was raised on Nintendo and PlayStation, never had an Xbox at any point. I'm too old. Am I too old to dive into the reactor core? No. You get an Xbox Series S or X right now in Game Pass, you're going to have access to an insane amount of games for a very low price. What is it, like $16 a month? It's the best value in gaming right now. And I'm not a spokesperson for Microsoft. I'm just telling you like it is. From my perspective, as someone who's getting into modern gaming and you want to have access to all the games and a console that can run them all, that's your way to go. You know? Yeah, sure, you'll be definitely cutting yourself off from some exclusives on PlayStation, but quite frankly, there just haven't been that many. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think that would be the way to go, being honest. Derek says, at my movie theater, they played so many trailers for upcoming movies. There's a Barbie movie with Margot Robbie and a new Jackie Chan movie. We saw some of the Barbie trailer on DSP versus the Internet until I got hit with copyright and I had to stop. As for the Jackie Chan movie, I didn't know there was a new Jackie Chan movie coming out. I mean, holy moly, that guy, how could he do his, I mean, he always does his own stunts. Please tell me he's not doing his own stunts. He's got to be so, you know, probably like 70, 80. How's he going to do his own stunts? I don't want this guy to die.
There is a Jackie Chan movie I've been meaning to watch because it looks quite good. But it seems like a more serious kind of movie. It's got Pierce Brosnan in it as well. It's called The Foreigner. Whereas, like, he's trying to fucking find, I think his daughter dies, and he's trying to fucking find the people responsible for it, and Pierce Brosnan is, like, pretending to be helpful to him because he's, like, some kind of powerful guy, but he's actually kind of seems to know more. Yeah, I've seen trailers for it, and it seemed like, so that's what I'm saying, these kind of movies, obviously, Jackie Chan, you know, it's going to contain action, of course, because Jackie Chan's going to just go all fucking beast mode, getting revenge, you know what I mean? Hell hath no fury, like a father scorned, or whatever, you know what I mean? But, yeah. But it seems like a very kind of good movie, not just some wacky Jackie Chan goofy hijinks kind of thing. It's a genuinely interesting looking movie. So Phil seems to be not too clued up on these kind of things, I guess.
Then again, if the movie's coming out, he already did it. Oh, this guy's insane. This guy's a beast. Anyway, let's see here. Okay, I got a $2 tip. Damned if you do, damned if you don't in Elden Ring. No one's going to be happy, but I think it's the better playthrough lately. Well, thank you to this anonymous $2 tipper saying that. At least you understand it. No matter how I play this Elden Ring playthrough, people will complain. Remember, originally people wanted either New Game Plus or New Game. So I decided to do regular New Game. Everyone complained you should have done New Game Plus. So now I'm doing this, and I'm like, well, what are the necessary things you have to do in New Game because we didn't do New Game Plus? I've got to get the spells again. I've got to get enough souls to level up. I've got to get the crafting items to level up my equipment. Oh my god, how dare you do that? It's so boring. It's like... At some point, you have to just filter out the white noise and say, I'm just going to play the game and enjoy it, right? And I'm not going to let these outside influences really, really upset me. And that's exactly what I'm doing at this point. So, okay. Jackie Chan just turned 69. Okay. Whew. What? Seriously, what a guy.
69. Nice.
What a guy. Okay. Okay, so if you would like to speak with me or ask a question, please tag me in the chat. We still have some extra time on the show today. Derek, you're taking off. I'll see you later. Sounds good. No, Willow, I've never been on a locomotive train. When you're talking about old school, okay? Never been on an old school train. I've only been on modern trains. Like, what do they call Amtrak train I've been on. And I've also been on Metro North, which is the trains that go up and down the East Coast around, like, Connecticut, into New York and stuff like that. I've been on that train line. And Amtrak, I rode Amtrak across the country to go to tournaments and stuff for Street Fighter. Yes, James, I've seen the entire show of Twin Peaks. I did not see the one that came out years ago. That was the newer one. I didn't see that. I saw the original Twin Peaks. I actually owned it on Blu-ray at one point. And yes, I saw the entire series of The Sopranos as well when it was running on HBO as a new show. I watched it with my parents every week. Very diligent. So there you go. Very good. You're welcome. James says, thank you for the answers. You're welcome. Jade says, the man with red hair looks like Wolf in Virtua Fighter 5. Him? Trying to see, is there anyone else with red?
I guess I should show you guys who he's pointing to, you know, just so you guys are fully clued up. That man with red hair.
Red hair. Yeah, I guess you're right. He does kind of look like Wolf. The wrestler Wolf. Which game was that from? What's his name? I can't see it. It's too small. The text is so small on my screen I can't even read it. I wonder which run of FromSoft this character is from. I don't remember that one.
Dumbass.
Jeez. This was the original, wasn't it? Wasn't this the original guy? I think so. How much do I identify myself with Tony Soprano? 0%. I think I'm nothing like Tony Soprano. Nothing. Oh, that's Darkside Phil? I seriously can't read it. The text is like tiny. I can't read it. That's what it says, Darkside Phil. Oh. What's funny is I literally used Dumas every single time. Except what, twice? I wonder why I didn't use Dumas like twice. Then again, Large Marge, I remember. Wasn't that my redo of like Bloodborne, I think? Large Marge? Can't remember. Yes, I've seen Goodfellas. Of course I have. I've seen Goodfellas many times. It's a great movie. What's my favorite type of music today? I would say anything that relaxes me.
Hold on a second. Did Phil say percent? Bad Luck says 0%. Was he talking about Tony Soprano though? Hold on.
Jeez. This is the original, wasn't it? Wasn't this the original guy?
Was it here he talked about Tony Soprano? Or was it after or before?
How much do I identify myself with Tony Soprano? 0%.
You're right, he did say percent. It's a great spot, Bad Luck. I don't know if anyone else spotted it, you know, but Bad Luck tagged me in chat, says 0% is a great find. Anyway, missed it. So that's another bingo. We're 2 away from a full house. So we're very close to a full house. We need Phil to say good news and Tim to give a good old turbo nose. And I'll tell you what, a free space will be really good right about now.
I think I'm nothing like Tony Soprano. Nothing. Oh, that's Darkside Phil? I seriously can't read it. The text is like tiny. I can't read it. That's what it says, Darkside Phil. Oh. What's funny is I literally used Dumas every single time. Except what, twice? I wonder why I didn't use Dumas like twice. Then again, Large Marge, I remember. Wasn't that my redo of like Bloodborne, I think? Large Marge? Can't remember. Yes, I've seen Goodfellas. Of course I have. I've seen Goodfellas many times. It's a great movie. What's my favorite type of music today? I would say anything that relaxes me. Whether that be a video game soundtrack, whether that be classical music, whether that be some kind of other, you know, I don't know. As long as it's relaxing, that's what I want. I want to relax when I listen to music. If I found out I was mostly Polish, would I identify as that more? No, I would absolutely swear off my ethnicity if that were the case. I'm supposedly mostly Italian. I don't really identify as that either. Do you really hear me talking in Italian and speaking about Italian stuff all the time? It's not really that big of a deal.
You do. You are as much Polish as you are Italian. You dumb fucking mutt.
If I found out I was mostly Polish, would I identify as that more? No, I would absolutely swear off my ethnicity if that were the case. I'm supposedly mostly Italian. I don't really identify as that either. Do you really hear me talking in Italian and speaking about Italian stuff all the time? It's not really that big of a deal. It's not that serious of a thing, okay?
There's even a song about you fucking being proud of your Italian life and your Italian wife and all that shit. Me can't make a fucking tune out of it. Let's see if I can find it. What is it? Let's just skip through all these songs until I get to Italian. Hold on. Here we go.
do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any
It's going
kind
to be
of sweetness
acidity
to
from
the sauce.
tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
And then
tart
spice.
and its acid and nothing else. Alright. So now we got to stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients, and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style. Tips. Greasy hair. Pasta once a week. Authentic style, Asian fusion style, Italian.
Guess what else we're going to add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's going to go in here too.
I love sausage.
It is a classic tune. It is a classic tune from Meerkat. But god damn it, this guy at least once a week, easily, at least, brings up his Italian heritage in some capacity, whether he's talking about his gross hair, or him fucking talking about pizza and what shit and his love for a cuisine, Italian cuisine or whatever shit. And there's so often he brings up that goddamn Italian blood in him, even though he's got just as much Polish blood in him as Italian.
All the time. It's not really that big of a deal. It's not that serious of a thing, okay? Okay. JDTV to me another $1. Says 2 things about Street Fighter. I'll shut up about it. Number 1, I have Ken's SNES Street Fighter 2 theme as my ringtone on my phone. Do you see I'm a sucker for Street Fighter 2? He says 2, what's your ringtone? Yesterday I actually found my old Street Fighter 2 game. Oh my god. In my closet. Oh, I found my old Street Fighter 2 game for Game Boy in my closet. God, these memories. I don't have a ringtone. My phone is on silent. I don't have a ringtone. I don't even know what it is. It's probably whatever the default ringtone is. The last time I actively had a ringtone and cared about it, it was Bill Murray in Ghostbusters saying, human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. That was my ringtone. And that was probably, no exaggeration, during the early days of Street Fighter 4. So probably around 2009, 2010. That was the last time I actively had a ringtone. So there you go. Okay. So that would be... Did I put that? Did I add that tip? I don't know if I did. It's $1. I'll just add it anyway. I don't know if I added it or not. Oops. Okay. Let's see here. Are both of my parents Italian, spelled E-Y-E-T-A-L-I-O-N? Or just one? No, it's just my mother, and like I said, my mother is 50% Italian because her dad was 100% purebred Italian. He was an immigrant from when he came over when he was very young. And then her mother was half Polish and half either Ukrainian or something like that. So my biggest ethnicity is Italian. My dad is just a big mishmash of European countries together. I saw the first 3 seasons of Stranger Things. I saw Stranger Things up through the season where they were mall employees. That's the last one I saw. I think there was another season after that that I didn't see at all. I missed. So. No, I never really watched any TV shows from Dr. Seuss besides How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I saw that one 1,000,000 times. No, I've not really given thought about playing an AC game before the next one comes out. Goldfish says the World Wars caused a mixing of a lot of European and North America. Correct, and it's probably where my dad's heritage probably comes from. There's a lot of that time frame mixed together. Would I ever take a 23andMe? No, I don't care. Does that make Jasper 1/8 Italian? No. Cats don't share human DNA. A Zelda tier maker after you finish Tears of the Kingdom? Maybe. Maybe we could do that. Rank Zelda games. Yeah, I know. Ruffian Forever says, what's the big deal? In America, why does everyone love to say that they're Scottish or German or stuff? It's bizarre. Why not just say you're American? Maybe there's a negative stigma attached to being American. I don't know. Certainly, I don't identify myself as any cultural group. I don't say, I'm Italian, right? I don't say that. I'm not.
Why the fuck would he include Scottish in that fucking reference? And by the way, in case it's not clear to people, I'm Scottish. I am also 1/4 Irish. But I don't really embrace that because I've lived my whole life in Scotland. You know, I have an appreciation of the Irish. We have a lot of cultural similarities. A lot of the Irish influence has inspired the west coast of Scotland, essentially. A lot of people have moved from Ireland to Scotland. And that's where I found themselves. But no, even though I'm part Irish, I don't consider myself Irish. I am Scottish. But each to their own.
I mean, is my biggest percentage of my DNA Italian? Yeah, I don't care. I don't do Italian things all day. I don't really carry on Italian traditions. I mean...
Wait, what? Phil? Hold the phone. I thought Phil's biggest percentage of his DNA was American. Am I wrong for thinking that?
as any cultural group. I don't say I'm Italian, right? I don't say that. I'm not. I mean, is my biggest percentage of my DNA Italian? Yeah, I don't care. I don't do Italian things all day. I don't really carry on Italian traditions. I mean, what?
I don't understand that logic. Also, I don't do Italian things all day. What do you think Italians do all day? Do you think they fucking just fucking flail their arms like crazy and gesture like mad and keep grabbing their fucking balls or something? I am referring to an old Billy Connolly sketch. I might just try and find it for you guys just because I fucking referenced it. Plus, Billy Connolly is quite funny. Even the old school Billy Connolly. Hold on. I don't care, I'm going to fucking reference it. Where can I find it? So yeah, that's legendary wee clip there from Billy. But yeah, so that's why I thought Italian, like, you know, fucking just, you know, when Phil talks about Italian, what fucking Italians do is like, I don't act like an Italian. My mind naturally went there. Billy Connolly at random sketch. So I can just talk about fucking testicles. But yeah, and of course, I think it's quite fitting, of course, that we're coming up to the anniversary, the 7-year anniversary, May the 1st, 2016, a day that will live in internet folklore. Hey, Meerkat Mob and their viewers just joined. Hello to Meerkat Mob and his viewers. And I hope you're all doing well. I didn't realise Meerkat was streaming, so big ups to them. But yeah, I'll keep in mind though, 1st of May, anniversary of Phil and the incident.
Real Italian traditions do I have? I can make a pot of marinara sauce right now if I wanted, and that's my family recipe that I tweaked myself. Okay, that's one thing. During Christmas time, I usually get a torroni. This is an Italian dessert. That's a traditional Italian dessert. That's 2 things. I like pasta. That's 3 things, I guess. Like, what else? It's not a big deal in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it is kind of a weird thing when you ask someone what they are. No one says I'm American. They'll say, oh, I'm Italian. I'm this or that. No one wants to say they're American. It is kind of weird, huh?
Well, Americans say they're American all the goddamn time. It's like, from me as an outsider to America, there is always this kind of notion of America. I mean, it's not as much these days, but America was like, why do you think so many people want to make it in America? Because it's a land of opportunity, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? There's this old fucking mystical fascination of going to America and trying to make it big in America and making something yourself in America. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. It's a land that was built by immigrants, that fucking was created by immigrants. You know what I mean? And the fucking power and the passion of people going to America to try and make better lives for themselves and their fucking families. There's always been this wonderful fucking, you know, mythical kind of fucking power of like making something yourself in America, you know? And it's like, it's a source of pride. I mean, also people retain their roots from wherever they came from, but they're also quite proud also to fucking, you know, go to America and raise their kids as American kids and all that shit, you know? I nearly lived in America when I was younger. I was not, before I was born, my father had a choice where to, I mean, I'd just been born essentially, you know? It was a case of, do we move to America? This chance to fucking, you know, from my dad to do his job, or do we just stay put because I had not long been born? And decided just because I was just not long born, and it was a case of, okay, we'll just stay put because it's just a whole lot of change at once. And that was one big massive decision that could have impacted my entire life. I could have had an American accent instead of a Scottish accent. But fucking, I can't even imagine what I would sound like with a fucking American accent. I can't even attempt it.
Goldfish says if you say that, like if you say you're from Canada or America, people get upset and they ask you what race are you. Because America is the melting pot. I mean, I guess, but I don't think it's a big deal, honestly. Let's see. Someone tipped $2.31, says, I'm loving your stream, but it's time for me to go. I'll be back for the night stream. Thank you. Okay, you're welcome. A $2.31 tip. Wherever that was, thank you. I don't know what the significance of $2.31 is, but I thank you for your contribution. I don't know why I can't type $2.31 either. It's kind of suspect. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, Matthew. Good to see you. How are you? I've never been to Iceland. The only times I would mention being Italian is if I make a joke about it. Like, for example, I say, oh, my hair is so greasy or something, right? Oh, it's an Italian trait to have greasy hair, and I'll say something like that. Or if we're talking about food or we're talking about me making food, then I'll mention it. Outside of that, it's not a big deal to me. But Alex says, doesn't it become a literal melting pot during the hotter summer season? Depends on where you live. yes, some places are quite hot here in America, or the United States, I should say, during the summer season. No, I have not seen a trailer for Boogie vs. Wings, nor do I care to. I have no desire to see it. I have no desire to know about it. I don't support it. I think it's stupid.
I saw that trailer. It seems interesting. I think Wings is going to win hands down. Fair play to Boogie for trying, but I think Wings is going to be too fucking strong for him. Wings, I'm not impressed at all with Boogie's power. The Boogie's best hope is to land the first punch and get his technique spot on. Like, you land that one perfect punch before the other guy can, you might win that straight away with one perfect punch.
You know my opinions on it. I've already said them, so. Matthew says, did you watch any good movies lately? Honestly, a lot of the movies I've been watching that I review on DSP Reacts, not really. For example, Suicide Squad by James Gunn, I thought was meh. You know, a few other movies too, like The Conjuring, the third Conjuring, was decent. It wasn't great, but it was decent. But I just watched all 8 Harry Potter movies with my wife over the last month. We were watching like you know, 1 or 2 a week. And those are pretty good. I'm actually going to do a retrospective video either tonight or tomorrow about that, and I'm excited for that. Minty Pigeon says, can we start the vest streak again? Yes, Minty Pigeon, as soon as you start donating $150 a day, so we hit the vest goal, we'll start the streak again. So let's get that started right now, Minty Pigeon.
Holy fucking shit.
Let's get that. Right now we're at 7. So all you got to do is a $143 tip, and then we're good to go to start that streak again. Let's get going. Sounds good.
You can't start a streak with one, you dumb dick.
Good. No, I've not seen gameplay footage of Unrecord. I don't know what that is. Or Unrecord. Unrecord. I don't know what that is. Matthew, I agree. Schindler's List is a very good movie. JDTV, yeah, the person who tipped last night said specifically they had wanted that tip to count towards Elden Ring yesterday, but they weren't here for Elden Ring. So they said, have the tip, but don't count it towards Oblivion. So I didn't. That was the first time ever someone said that to me. They were like, no, I specifically don't want this to count towards Oblivion. Please consider it as if it had counted towards Elden Ring. Which I'm like, okay, whatever you want. I'm not going to say no. It was kind of weird. Good news is we ended up hitting, I think we hit the $50 tips goal last night anyway, so it didn't even matter. No, I've never made homemade chicken parmesan. My mother did at one point, but I have not, and neither has my wife. Obi Tuna Roll tipped me $3, says, are all those names on your board used in the Souls games? Yes, these are the actual created characters I've used in every single FromSoft game. Every Souls game, Demon Souls, as well as Bloodborne. These are all the characters. Every single run I've done. So I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've done 14 runs of FromSoft games, including this current one in Elden Ring. So there you go. Did I see The Batman? I did, and I reviewed it. Absolutely. On DSP Reacts. You can see that review if you'd like. I'll be honest, I feel like the reviews on DSP Reacts aren't doing that well, but that's because the HBO Max stuff is all old now. Like, I'm reviewing stuff off HBO Max that's like years old, so people don't really care. I think if a new movie came out or a new show came out and I reviewed it, people would care again, but there's really nothing going on HBO Max. So like I said, next month, I'm thinking of getting rid of Hulu, and if I do, then I can maybe get another service, and you guys can tell me, out of any services, whether it's Netflix or Disney Plus, whatever I get, what's the hot new thing to watch, and then I can review it live. I think people would care more. But right now, I think kind of the hype of me reviewing stuff is dying down because no one really cares about these older shows. My next review is the retrospective of Harry Potter, and that's coming out either tonight or tomorrow. Depends on how much time I have and how I feel, but I'm doing it either after tonight's late stream or tomorrow. So that's the next one. And then after that, I'm going to watch Godzilla vs. Kong. Since they just announced the next sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong, I'm going to watch the original. Okay. Oh, let's see here. I got a $5 tip from the Giving King of Scotland. It says, don't forget our deal for June's event stream with NBA-themed event. How many members you need to
Not guilty. I've been here the whole time.
Make it happen. Let's discuss this further behind the scenes. I think I very briefly remember this, but this was something we talked about months ago, and I no longer do member goals. If you didn't know this, I no longer do member goals. We got rid of them. We abolished them 2 months ago. So we very well may do an NBA-themed event in June, but I don't think that it would be based on any kind of members goal at all. If we do that, if we choose to do that. Okay? Thank you for the $5 tip, by the way. Okay. I received another tip. See here? From Pickle Nipple. The Keemstar trailer for Boogie and Wings is terrible. He doxes them. You can see the license plates on their cars. Keemstar is human trash. Wow. Well, if you say so, I'm not watching the trailer, nor do I care about it. But if you say so, I wouldn't know anything about that, nor am I going to get involved in it. I'm staying away as far as possible. Thank you for the tip. Okay. Paramount Plus is good. It has the Sonic 1 movie and other new movies, says RevGamer. Here's what we'll do. All right? Next month, HBO Max becomes just Max. It's going to fuse with Discovery and other things. My wife is very interested in a lot of the shows on Discovery, HGTV, and stuff, so I'm probably keeping HBO Max because of that. But I think we're going to get rid of the Hulu stuff that I've had now. We haven't watched it in a while, so I think we're going to cancel Hulu. And once I cancel Hulu, then I'll probably get something else. So let's think in the next couple of weeks, what service would you think would make the most sense for me to get for May? Are there any new shows coming out in May or anything soon or any movies maybe I haven't been able to see you want to see me watch that are on another service? Let's talk about that and figure it out and go from there. All right? Here you go. Arkham, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. No, I've never been to Wales. Internationally, I've only been to Newfoundland, Canada. That's it. I've only stayed in the contiguous 50 United States, well, I guess 48 United States, and Newfoundland, Canada. That's it. Okay. Anything else, guys? Any final questions before we get ready to jump back into Elden Ring today? And again, thank you. We're at 69 likes. We're aiming for 100 today. Thank you for the 1 super chat earlier, Michael. And thanks for some of the tips here. Support, please. It's how I make my living. Thank you so much for the crowdfunding. I appreciate it. I said crowdfunding, didn't I? Crowdfunding is what I meant to say. Get crummy roll. Crummy roll. That's
fucking inflatable fucking crown.
Interesting. I never heard anyone call that today. What's going on, Rule? Good to see you. Crummy roll. Who wants crummy roll? If I could see a fighting game get revived, what would it be? Like a fighting game that no longer exists? Oh my god. See, the ones that I grew up with were Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and King of Fighters, and Tekken. Those are like the big 4 for me. So outside of that, I'm happy. As long as those 4 keep going, I'm cool. So I don't really think that there's one that I would ask to be revived. Like, there were franchises I used to like, Battle Arena Toshinden. Yeah, I played it. I thought it was decent, but I don't really care to see it come back or anything. You know what I mean? So I don't really have an answer for that, I don't think. Trigger says I'd like to see Bloody Roar. I rented and played Bloody Roar. I thought it was fine. It was entertaining. I also don't think that was anything like high-level competitive. Maybe I'm wrong because I didn't really care. I played it single player, but, you know, I thought it was all right. Will I ever do a playthrough of War Gods? War Gods is one of those really broken, shitty games. That was an attempt to make a spin-off fighting game franchise in the 90s. It was Midway, also known for Mortal Kombat. They made a bunch of those in the 90s. War Gods was one of them. That was the one that, in arcade, it was a 3D game. Like, Mortal Kombat 4 was the first 3D Mortal Kombat, so War Gods was 3D. But it had an interesting mechanic called a 3D plane. It was a 2D fighter, but there was a big glowing green button that said 3D on it, on the cabinet. And whenever you hit the button and move the joystick up or down, your character would walk through the 3D plane to kind of sidestep attacks. The problem was, now listen to this, the button was basically horribly designed. The bulb they put in the button would heat the button up over the course of the day. So if you were there like at night and the game had been on all day, and you would play it and you hit the 3D button, it was legitimately hot, and it would hurt your hand. You'd be like, ah! It was one of the stupidest things I'd ever seen in an arcade game. I think what happened is eventually people just disabled the bulb in it. The button still worked, but they just turned the bulb off so people wouldn't get burnt. It was a bad game, by the way. It was really unbalanced and broken. Jason has done a super chat. Says, I like the stream or else I'm going to pout. Yes, Jason is the person who absolutely loves bubble blowing, and he wants to see a celebratory bubble blow. So if you like the stream, we get 100 likes here. I will do a bubble blow, and Jason will be very happy. So there you go. Well, I use the commentary feature in Street Fighter 6. Likely never. If ever, it would just be to experiment and see what the hell it is. But I don't want to hear commentators talking over my match. Just like when I'm doing stuff in WWE games, I also don't want to hear the commentators talking over my match. I'd rather just play the fucking game. So, it's distracting shit. Thank you for liking. All right, guys, I think it is time to end today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a lot of topics discussed. Man, this is great. We determined what I'm doing tomorrow night on the live stream, Oblivion. We determined what I'm going to be doing for the special event in May, a Street Fighter themed event to hype up Street Fighter 6 with all kinds of fun stuff going on. This is great. Honestly, thanks. These are the kind of streams I love because you guys help me with the brainstorming. We got all these cool new ideas laid out now, and I'm very excited. So thank you very much for that. Mo AI did a super chat. He says, how are you liking the magic build compared to previous games? Seems like you're enjoying it. In every stream, there's new spells and strats. Exactly. It's been really fun. It doesn't feel repetitive. That first run was like jump R2 most of the run. Until like the end, you know, maybe the last 20, 30 hours, I was finally using good weapons with special abilities. But for the most part, most of that first run was jump R2, jump R2. I don't think I did a single jump R2 this playthrough. So that's good, right? It's variety. I'm playing it completely differently, and I'm really enjoying it. Thank you for the super chat. No, we're not getting to Radon today. Today is the day where we're basically going to prepare. We're going to try to get a lot of items I need that would help with Radon. And what I really need to do is get crafting items and soul/runes so I can level up my weapons. I need to level up my staffs and my sword so that when I fight Radon, I'm good. Right now, if I go there, he's just going to go like this. I'm going to hit once. It's the end of the fight. There's no point. It would be a waste of time. I need to basically spend some time leveling now. So that's what we're going to work on. Probably put some vigor and some intelligence, level that stuff up today. And again, if I could find higher level, like smithing stones, so I could take up my sword and my staff, that'd be perfect. Well, we see the bubble spell today. Sadly, I can't use the bubble spell because it needs arcane. I don't have like level 8 arcane, and it needs like 15 arcane. And I'm like, well, how am I going to do that? I'm not going to waste, 7, 8 levels just to do one spell. I know the bubble spell is cool, but it's stupid that it takes that much. And by the way, I don't have the big one. I have the crappy bubble spell, like the low level one. There's a better one with giant bubbles later, I think, and I don't have that one yet. Okay, are we good? All right, guys, thank you. Great podcast today. I really appreciate you chilling and giving me suggestions, and it was a great one in my opinion. Thank you all. And it is now time to prepare for that annoying season we know as... No. To relieve myself when I'm playing the game. That would be unfortunate. You don't want to see me relieve myself live on stream, do you? That'd be pretty upsetting. Okay, are we... Is that camera centered? It looks like it might be very slightly off. How's that? That's probably perfect, right? I think it's perfectly centered now. And let's get the leaderboard centered. All right, and again, any contributions greatly appreciated today. And let's brief break. Just going to mute the mic, use the restroom, come back, we begin. Thanks, I'll be right back.
And now we wait for Phil to get back. So he's left at 12:40. 12:40 PM, he's fucked off. 12:43, still away. 12:44, still away.
Ghost.
Oh, he's back. Here we go. So he's back here. Remember, it's just him and Jasper today. Cat's away at work, so he won't be closing the door. He'll just be throwing himself right into that chair. There we go.
Alrighty, everyone. Are you ready to start with the Elden Ring? Elden Ring, it's my favorite thing. When the monsters shove their hands up my booty hole. Yay!
Shut
That's my new
the
song.
fuck
Jason did
up!
another super chat. He says we got some spooked silly Sallies in chat today. You guys are spooked silly Sallies? Wow. The spooked silly Sallies. I don't know if I've ever even heard that name before. I don't know what that means either. Maybe I shouldn't ask.
He is acting incredibly happy all of a sudden on that little break. I imagine someone has promised him a big tip today. He's definitely acting like somebody has promised him a lot of money.
Thank you, Jason, for the super chat. That is not how you spell Jason. Thank you very much. The chair moved when I was gone? Ghost alert? You guys think there's a ghost that sits in my chair? Does it play games when I'm gone? That would be pretty interesting. We could do a whole ghost stream and see what games the ghost wants to play.
Bitch, please, not even ghosts want to be a fucking friend. You would depress the fuck out of any fucking ghost whose soul is not departed this fucking mortal plane yet.
Hello to Nick2440, says good afternoon to DSP and the awesome community we have here. Very nice. Thank you, Nick. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome as we boot up Elden Ring. We must press the any button. Ramrod says, for real, your chair moves when you're gone. Have a priest do an exorcism. All right. Sounds interesting. We're back. And I have to go all the way back up this highway if you're...
Is he recording immediately? Hold on, did he immediately just start recording without any fucking, you know, warning? Like, look at him, look. He's leaning in. And he's waiting. And then he clicks and stop. Okay, okay, that's him. He's actually fucking recording now. So that's him recording for YouTube. Phil, I can tell you, is not 100 likes shy. He did not get the blue bubbles for his audience yet. I believe we did get 100 likes, but we needed 2 free spaces, and as you can see, Phil only burnt 4 times, started 5 times. We are 1 away.
We're back. And I have to go all the way back up this highway if you remember. We were going to the tower.
Jesus Christ, we're fucking 1 away. We had a free space and everything, and we're 1 away. That's annoying. We were close. We were damn close. It's... She says, gee, how the hell did I cheat? How the hell did I cheat? How have I cheated? I stalled as much as I could. I waited for so long. I even played some random Billy Connolly comedy clips from back in the day. Oh, you're telling me to cheat? I thought you were accusing me of cheating. Oh, okay. I thought I was getting accused of cheating there. I was like, how the fuck did I do that? Oh my god, no. I've not got it, mate. I don't want to fucking tarnish the bingo wins. You know what I mean? It means too much. But there is always tomorrow. There is always tomorrow. And bear in mind, we have a great thumbnail face for tomorrow. Look at that face. Look at that angry face of his yellow teeth baring at you. Oh. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just bail there, guys. Thank you very much. I do hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and sadly I couldn't be a full house. We're damn close, but there is always tomorrow to try and get a full house. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, how you wish to spend it, and I'll be back for some more robust bingo antics tomorrow. But until then, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for keeping me right in chat. And I don't know who's live right now, but make sure you support your fellow detractors, whatever, you know what I mean. Make sure you support these guys live streaming, trying to make DSP more bearable for you guys. I'll be back tomorrow for some more bingo content, but until then, have a good one, guys. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
Alright, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Show me the money.
Read.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone.